You'll just do that. They get banned between
Actually,
the
Cyclone,
rounds.
you memed yourself. You should have got a medic.
Money, I'm gonna take medic.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Cyclone. Never mind. We'll take it.
Wait a minute.
Slow down, buddy. Slow down. Slow down.
Maybe we're actually bumping Chaplin the Maplin dog. The guy's actually.
Hold
Should
up.
I do squad lead?
Oops, you weren't supposed to spawn in yet. It's okay.
Oh, I wasn't.
No, you'll be alright.
Alright, I'll just hang.
Yeah, can we have our guys spawn in? Yeah. Alright, good, because I accidentally already spawned them in.
Okay, Ben admin, are we getting more people for British? Yeah, you'll be fine. Copy.
My bad. I don't want to be that loud. Actually, my bad.
Yeah.
Alright, so Friday it's gonna be Clyde and I and Jay and
Spot
Max.
targets for me with that. I think you got.
Copy.
Ready
Yay.
to chill, sir. Over.
Cool. Alright, it's gonna be too easy. You don't have a medic, so I don't have to tell anybody, but you're the squad leader. But you know, just listen to what's going on and we'll be okay.
Why does that thing
Alright.
helmet? Really?
I remember on
I don't know.
The salad.
Camouflage? Who uses
I don't know what I'm wearing.
And we
I'm looking
Salad.
here.
that shit, dude, actually killed it.
Yeah.
Actually, to show you.
Hey, the salad goes
Alright, what's the story here? How long have we been here? Or what are we doing here?
What?
Okay, we arrived last night.
What are you doing over here? For the bathroom?
Huh?
What?
Elite, you volunteered for FTL again?
Yep.
Nice.
Well, he's not my buddy, so.
You
Hey,
did
medic,
pretty good.
I will let you deal with
That's-
him.
that's- Yeah. Just chill.
I'm gonna kill them all, dude.
Oh yeah.
The
Shovels.
question is, who's gonna die first?
Probably me. I'm the newest one here.
Yeah, well, usually you got
Maybe.
the slot, so.
Yeah, you have to go for that earlier.
When's the medication? Honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. Usually it's one of the FTL that dies first.
Let me know when you're.
The guy with the tracers, probably.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's your opinion for this here?
You put everyone's point.
Phoning in, my guys. We're good.
Who is ready? Alright, so we have some.
Mel, working together again.
Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to our Squad Ops One Life event, Session 2. This is Operation Two-Step Snake. I'm your commentator for this evening's Shadowed Ritual, and we are running on schedule today, really like on top of it. Event Admin's doing a great job. Looks like we're already about to start on the platoon brief. So very quickly, let's go over the things I do before the platoon brief so you understand what is going on. At its core, this is a patrol mission. The British forces will be patrolling. They get to choose 2 routes, and they get to pick one of the 2 with 2 neutral points. I'll show you the map and everything right after this. Yeah, they're lining people up. Let's go over who's participating in this op leadership-wise, and then I'll give you a brief on the op
Alright, Charlie,
after
come
he
on
does
back
this
to the
platoon
building.
brief. So we got Londar's platoon lead with Sunny, Mr. Moneyman, Phoenix, and Axe for his squad leads. For the Russians, we have Storm for platoon lead with his squad lead, Storf, Bag of Joe. We are Airborne, and Assault. So keep in mind this is a patrol op. I'll even throw up the mission brief or the mission map so you can see it.
Session 2, Squad Ops event.
Let's go and listen to Londarts.
We've been tasked with making contact with the local populace, doing recon from various hilltops and patrolling a route. We're going to be patrolling the route marked by the yellow fob marks. We're going to be doing it from north back down to south. So the first point we'll be heading to is Kilo 919, then Juliet 1041, and then India 1247. Really straightforward. We're going to be moving north as an entire platoon. We're going to move up to approximately this location that I'm marking with the 5 marker. We'll be spread out online from that point as a platoon, and then we're going to walk it into the first point, Kilo 919, and place our first objective. From there, we'll be scouting out potential enemy positions and then maneuvering accordingly to head to our next point, Juliet 1041. Really straightforward. One of the key things in this operation, there's a lot of open terrain. The only way we get to move is having one squad be a base of fire while another squad moves, rinse and repeat. Therefore, it's very important if you're asked to fire in a particular direction that you don't have to necessarily see the enemy, just ask for a range and put some bullets in the general direction that's called out. That being said, this can be quite a long engagement. I don't want people going black on ammo. So remember just to torque your guns and use a slow, accurate rate of fire. Also, your nearest rifleman will be your friend with his friendly ammo bag. That being said, we have some very experienced squad leaders tonight, Phoenix and Axe, Moneyman, one of our newer squad leaders, and if everyone would like to welcome our newbie, Sonny, to the platoon today.
Oh no.
Hey, are we supposed to shoot the populace? No shooting of the populace. However, anyone in a green Russian uniform is fit to be shot. To begin with, we're going to be trying to move as stealthily as we can, but as soon as the gunfire starts, you're all good to engage. At this point, I'm going to let your squad leaders break us out. We're going to be moving in a column, so 2 files, heading north off live. And if there's no further questions, let's get into it.
Welcome, Sonny. Are we going north-south or south to north?
Well,
Welcome, Sonny.
So it will be a north to south push, doing the green route. Now that you know his plan, let me tell you what the actual mission is. So Operation 2-Step Snake, as I said, is a patrol mission. I'll bring up the map. So the British can choose red route, green routes. They have chosen green route, and the white points on the map are sort of neutral points. They can be mixed in with any of either red or green. And the British are tasked with patrolling 3 points out of their chosen route.
Man column. I mean.
So the patrol mission that Londarts has chosen is going to the K919, the white point at the top northeast corner. The J1041, and then he sort of has it up for debate of the I1248 or the H1216, whichever one seems more open is where he will attempt to push to. But he'll be moving as a full platoon north and then pulling back south. Relatively simple plan. Russians are tasked with stopping them. That is their objective. Let's go ahead and go over the assets that they will have to complete their mission. The British assets include 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank kit, and 1 medic per squad. If they can get to their last point, they can request an airdrop of supplies with 1 mortar, 1 ammo crate, and various defensive structures. Russian assets to hold the points, or to sort of counter patrol, is 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank kit, and 1 medic per squad. 1 trans truck to use for maneuvering, and then 3 logistics trucks just for setup. They can use those logistics trucks just to get to the point, and then they can use them to resupply afterwards. The the Russians have to start anywhere west of the river. So it's a big map, big area. Thankfully, only a small area we're going to be using, but anywhere west of the river. Let's go ahead and fly over. Oh, we're live. Cool. I was about to say live should be here soon, and we'll just watch this as they move out, and then we'll go check out where the Russians are moving. It's so bright. I feel like I keep turning down my gamma. I feel like it's just a really bright map. So, staggered column moving out. nice and picturesque. Look at that, nice, good spacing. And they'll be moving for about 5-10 minutes. Let's go look at the Russians, as they're going to be moving to a more hardened position than usually. This map has been this hop is about a year old. We played it a handful of times. Usually they move to buildings and hilltops, and they sort of harden up and wait to catch British as they maneuver. Off the bat, we've got 2 squads on the north.
In my defense, we didn't have enough room to set up behind Phoenix, so
Oh, they're giving Sonny crap. He's the new squad lead. And poking fun. Stagger column is evening out. So we got 2 squads on the north. Squad 4, Dwarf, Red 4. Dwarf is moving southeast. Red 2 with Airborne is on the northwest, sort of just holding, on the direct north, just holding the outpost area. Probably waiting to QRF or just flank whatever Dwarf comes into contact with. We've got Red 3 and Red 1 with Assault and, ooh, looks like somebody DC'd. Or, they didn't DC, they left rendered since they're so far away. Red 1 and Red 3 with Command Storm on the south. So very wide net he's cast to sort of just spot any movement. Unfortunately, if Red 2 and 4 come into contact early on, 1 and 3 will not be in any position to reinforce them for several minutes. And so we'll see what happens. We'll see if who's commanding the Storm. We'll see if Storm can keep up the pressure and keep up the movement here. Well, he has no pressure right now. He's just got to keep up the movement at a very quick pace because there's nothing here. Go check out where 4 is. Nice column though. That was a nice little stagger column right there. Go check out where Dwarf has set his guys up at. He's got a fire team on this tall hill with Silent, Senpai, Akardi, and Frederick. Check out sightlines here. Silence the automatic rifleman. Not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. A little awkward for his bipod. Making it work. So we got a fire team on the west tall hill, and then the rest of his squad is taking up position inside this farm building. I'd like to see some of them spread out. Let's check out coverage on the other buildings. There may be a reason they're all in that same building. Yeah, no windows really looking that way. Maybe get somebody in these buildings. You can put 2 people in these buildings, 2 people in that building. I don't like having 3 people in the same building like this. The wooden building. How's it going, everybody just joining us? Welcome to a Squad Ops One Life event. How's it going, LeBron? Red 26. Meant to say hi earlier, but I got felt rushed early on as the event admins have done such a good job getting us started right on time. Only 8 minutes after 8 and we are already live. Go check out movement, just listen to the banter because there's not going to be a this is going to be pretty set in stone for a little bit until they get eyes on things. That's usually what the Russians do. Look at that staggered column.
Are you really in the military if you never had an SCD?
Make sure you're not looking at the guy in front of you. Look around and use alt.
Yeah.
Something changed with the graphics. I've lowered the gamma a bit. Yeah, I've lowered the gamma a bit because it's really bright, I feel. Mostly for roll call, but woke up in time to watch the stream. Oh no, you might be able to catch round 2. But we are just started Operation 2-Step Snake, round 1. And just tuned in, can you repeat what the goal of the match is, please? So this operation is a patrol op, Operation 2-Step Snake. British can choose between 2 separate routes, red route, green route, with 2 neutral routes, or 2 neutral points, which can be used for both. Look at this line of red. Is it supposed to be here? I think this is supposed to be here. Excuse me, getting sidetracked. So the British get to choose between 2 routes, red route, green route. I'll prop up the map really quickly so you can see. The British have chosen the green route, supplementing with the northern white point. The Russians are tasked with preventing the British from completing their objective. If the British can make it to their last point, which is going to be somewhere here in the south, they can place down a fob with a mortar. Right now, it's a patrol mission. The British are out on patrol. Some nice stagger column moving north. Russians are sort of in a hardened up position, waiting for British contact. Let's go check out their position one more time.
Here, the number 2. I apologize. Where do you want to?
You're taking a position to the north of 1, just protecting in the direction of Mound.
Heard.
So yeah, very hardened position here with Squad 4, which is good. This is a good hill.
Field is very open. Do you want us crossing
He's keeping his guys moving here on the south. Is he keeping his guys moving here on the south? I see one squad that's sitting still. They got a fire team of assault, maybe a squad of assaults moving. Yeah, this is a full squad, I think.
Not moving up with me.
1 and 4 initial online.
We're moving now.
Is this the same op as session 1, just a different map? It's the same idea of an op. Yes. Yeah, it uses the same what does he call it? The patrol web system. Except instead of 2 routes, which they have to complete fully, there are 2 routes of 3, which they got to choose one they got to complete fully. It's 2 routes of 5, which they get to choose 3 of. So it's a little more open-ended, but yeah, this sort of expands upon that original idea. The one we played this morning, Hamdog, was created in like January of 2017, and this one was created February or November of 2018. So. Little awkward position here for assaults.
We're ready to cross.
Not really gonna try and push east here. These guys are in a good position to watch these points. They're just not in a good position compared to what we know. Storm has just got a very wide net, trying to get eyes on things.
4, we're ready to cross. Waiting on you.
Copy. I'll call when set. Give us 1 mic.
10-4.
These guys online.
Alright, Squad 3, if you could slide about 200 meters to your south, so that you're just sitting behind 4.
4 is set. 1 can start crossing now.
3's getting left.
We're moving.
Gonna do a nice shot here as they protect each other as they bound across the road. It's a little bit bright up there. ND, unfortunate. A little bit bright at the top of the map. I feel like I gotta lower my gamma even more. Axis squad is gonna start to cross. That's blue 1 is about to cross. Blue 4 is covering. Blue 4 will cross as soon as blue 1 finishes their bound.
10-4 will do. We have to climb this hill before we do, so it's a little bit.
Roger.
I always like to. What is this? Is this supposed to be a border or something? Is that the entire map? Oh no, it stops right there. See it from high up. So Axis squad is going to push west, try and get on top of this hill, continue to get eyes on. All of this is just I don't want to say for show. This is definitely something they should be doing the entire time, but it's for themselves, really. Making sure everybody's working together, making sure the communication is there before they come into contact, before shit hits the fan, and they're really having to communicate seriously.
I have eyes at the west. It's an open field, and then
got a lot of ground to cover before they come into contact. About
Roger, let's get you guys really spread out north to
900
south.
meters almost.
If you need to maneuver a little to your
Probably
south,
closer to 800 meters from contact.
Wait for the money man to get on your southern flank. So base of fire is 1 and 3. 4 will be the assault element going in there and putting the radio. 2 on you creeping to your west as carefully as you can.
Which is the rock.
Can I get
to the
repeat on
north?
Who's doing what on
northwest of industrial.
1, you have
massive
fire. I want you really stretched out north to south. If you guys ready to pop up and start putting bullets onto the forest. 4's going to be going in and putting the radio down. 3's also going to be a base of fire out to the south flank of 4.
Copy. We're ready for 3.
Bondart's very stressing the base of fire. He's got 2 squads going to be a base of fire. In our operations, and it's taken. I feel like it's taken a lot of people a lot more time to.
On the road to your west.
a lot more time to realize that suppressing fire, even if you can't see somebody, is very, very important, especially in a one life event. Your screen goes black, you can't return fire properly. As long as you're shooting in the general area of somebody, it affects them, and if you have more guns shooting at them, you know, it affects them more heavily. And I just feel like it's so sometimes it's really good. You can get a squad that's willing to shoot at anything, but sometimes you get those people who are like, I don't see them, I'm not going to waste my ammo. They've got the rifle and ammo bags. They can rearm their any shots they fire. Like, you've got to use your ammo. You got to use the assets you've got to use to complete the objective. Really nice line here, ready to push west.
Dropping back.
Score 1, are you ready?
Asking his guys in.
Negative.
It's an or you die.
Copy.
Alright.
Actually trying to get his guys in proper positions to lay down this base of fire. It looks like probably talking up a storm in command or squad comms. Really nice hook that this is turning out to be here. It's going to stretch out possibly in this direction. I'd like to see that happen, honestly. But it's just forming up nicely. Too bad there's nothing on the other side of this field to shoot at, right? Like, wouldn't this be just devastating? Coming in from a bunch of different angles.
Copy. We are
This
moving.
is how, like, a proper line should be. There's plenty of space between people. You can cover people from different angles. Bound is beginning with blue 4. Looks like blue 4 is beginning their bound. So far, nobody is shot.
Phoenix, if your buddy doesn't say anything, you're good to get your whole squad together there.
Pushing across the field.
A-frame, regrouping now.
Charlie, into the fields, into the forest, I mean. We're gonna be going Baron 300.
Good bound so far. Just a squad bound.
Forest.
In line the entire time.
We're gonna put it in the southwesternmost building.
It's not punch up. Charlie, hold.
Kilo 919.
Let's
you're gonna have to make it pretty.
Bravo. And then we'll look south.
You're in that grid, drop the radio, get out of there.
West.
Copy.
I have a fire team lead who can take charge of his fire team. Somebody who doesn't need to be told what to do every time.
3, if you need to
They're
move
the best to
further
work
your
with.
west, and it's safe to do so to be a bit able.
That's sort of how I lead my squads. Is I'm like, I expect you to lead your fire team. I will talk to you. You will, you know, deal out specifics to your buddies. Sometimes I'll call out individuals for specific tasks, but for the most part, I really like using fire teams. And I really like that addition in vanilla gameplay. It's made it so much easier. So who's on point here? Is it Bacon Batman? I sort of just gravitated to him. Bacon Batman pushing west. He is on point with Sunny off to his flank. I'd like to see Sunny fall back a little bit. He is a little aggressive sometimes with his regular play, and as a squad lead, he needs to stay back to lead his squad. So being in front is not ideal, especially if he needs to be the one to place the radio.
Batman and Cobra, when he
Are you
places
guys
down
with
that
me?
radio, you guys are going to.
Hey, you two.
We are
yeah,
going for
perfect.
the
A little bit more north, and then we're
K919
gonna
right
keep
now.
on going 300.
Roger.
Alright, follow me. We're going to go to the north side of the coin. We're going to keep security on.
Always say how you do it, but you have never seen you squad lead or even playing it up. It's been about a year since I've I played in an op. I probably played in like 5 ops this year, honestly. I've commentated in every other one. I've only missed a handful of ops this year.
Copy 3.
Yeah, but I used to command and squad lead a lot, especially when I was a regular and when I was a regular staff member. I squad led a lot when I was a regular, and I commanded a lot when I was on like a regular staff member. But I've started commentating more and more, so I haven't had time. So Sunny gets the fob down. Blue 4 is going to push out east, and they're just going to move back, get in formation here. I'd like to see them fill in this line, or get 1 to fill in here, and then 4 fill in here. Keep this line formation. This is a beautiful line, and continue to push west. What is a fire team, G-Brock? A fire team is basically half of a squad. You see these chevrons here? the purple and the orange ones. This signifies the fire team lead, and then everybody under him is a part of his fire team. It makes it a lot easier for Sonny to use his squad, or like Mr. Moneyman to use his squad effectively by saying, Alpha Fire Team, you are the base of fire, instead of Sentry, Cat plays, Zymoni, Cyclone, you're the base of fire, D-Leak, you're the maneuvering element. You know, it makes it a little bit easier to keep groups of player. Or you can say, you know, Alpha, send a buddy team, or Alpha, send one, Bravo, send one, Alpha, stay here, Bravo, go do this. And it allows you to just have more people doing more things, rather than putting all the pressure on the squad lead to lead all 9 people at the same time. Which, I mean, it happens sometimes, and, you know, that's fine. If the squad lead wants to micromanage that much, that's completely up to him and his style of leadership. But I like to allow everybody, or, you know, all the fire team leads to lead their fire teams.
Moving to the north flank.
Roger that one.
Always streaming, which is good too. Yep, I'm always streaming.
As well as have someone
And this is fun. I'm thinking of doing a couple different styles of stream. We're also going to bring back Frontline Radio, for those of you who don't know, where we'll watch vanilla games and commentate on those. That will be reappearing in February. So you'll see more streaming that way. And we're also thinking about streaming some more POVs, just like single person POVs, like on the ground, first person
this train really sucks for trying to get information.
The more we move west, do a couple of those. I don't know how much you guys like the Eye in the Sky. We got to bring back more multicam. There's a bunch of things in the works. We just need you know, for it. So let's see. This is Elite's fire team here. Squad 2, Blue 2, Phoenix's squad looking west. 4 has fallen back in here to reform the line. 1 is sort of in the back to reinforce wherever necessary. Not sure what the next step is here. Where do they move? Do they move the whole line west?
Alright, Sonny, how far to your west can you start moving? Mission for you is to get eyes into a suppressive position onto Juliet 10-4.
Copy. We could probably move.
Let's go look at Russian movement.
Another point of info.
The dwarf has actually pushed up. He's left a buddy team here. No, this is a complete another squad. So squad 4 is now filled in. No, this is squad 4.
Move to your southwest.
Squad 2.
As you can to the Kilo.
Squad 1. Okay, so squad 4 has now pushed up east. He's got a buddy team or a fire team still here. So this is the main point of contact here, or the point closest to contact. Right here. Hopefully Dwarf doesn't get domed. He has bad luck when he does. When he's first person to come into contact. It's very unfortunate. Storm is moving guys north. Squad 3, Red 3, Bag of Joe, moving north. Red 1 Assault Squad on the south still hasn't really moved. They'll probably end up moving east and then north, just from where Just Cause and John the Bean are positioned. I could sort of see them pushing up in this general movement. Very hesitant all around though. So far, really good movement on, like, you can't fault this movement. This is solid movement.
Are you holding our rear?
I'm spawning in my disconnect, but I will move past. I will move past you. I'll be on your northern flank.
Heard.
So welcome to House Public Service Work. How to get on this? If you're interested in participating in these events, check us out at squadops.gg. Squadops.gg. All you have to do is sign up on the website, link your Discord, and take our Squad Ops basic training. It's only about 45 minutes to an hour long. Then you can participate in any and all of our Squad Ops events every Wednesday, twice on Saturdays. We have Friday and Sunday events. Monthly. I'm not sure how often a month. And we also do postscriptum events, One Life events. And our basic training and our, like, all of our SOTT courses are a lot of fun too. We've got SOTT basic, we've got advanced courses where they go over CQB and topics like that. We're bringing back vehicle, I believe. We've got our small unit leadership courses and our fire team leadership course. A lot of things that just immerse you more into this awesome game that is Squad. So Dwarf and Jack 0800 looking to their north. Very concerned about their north. Nobody on their north. Let's go look at how this is shifted. This is shifted sort of from a line to a backwards L or an R, I guess. An upside down, backwards L.
To your west.
Oh, just an upside down
fairly spread out.
Squad 3's got a staggered column moving northwest. So 1 has got to move here, I think. Squad 2 and 4, just swing the gate around like that, I think. And Squad 3's in a good spot to push in.
Break, we have possible eyes on contact on the west.
3 has contact
You guys stream the post-scriptum events too? We stream them sometimes. I can't stream every event every event every week. But I for sure stream the Wednesday and Saturday events, and if I can make the Friday and Sunday events, yeah, then we do stream them. And we're also working on getting more commentators and streamers up. So, yes, we do stream the postscriptum events. How often I can tell you.
2 contacts spotted total. 1 KIA.
Roger, those rocks.
Oh, so they've already come into contact with Brando here. And who was this? Jack 0800. Oh, Jack 0800 tried to push up. Oh no.
Julian 921.
Yeah, I passed him up.
Julian 921.
Dwarf's been spotted. Jack 0800's been killed.
I'm gonna
Brando
just keep my guys safe.
in an awkward little spot.
If I keep them in a line, they'll be out in the open.
Times X Gaming does POV for postscriptum. Yeah.
Across to the west, so that we basically have a nice box around.
Sometimes Axe Gaming 22 does our postscriptum events, and we're working on getting him to stream more and more. He's actually squad leading this one, so.
Be advised, my Charlie team is taking shots from the west.
Roger, that sounds like already on Juliet 10-4-1 then.
They are across the road southwest.
Keep your guys safe, occasionally return fire to keep their heads down. We're buying time here for 1 and 2 to get in position.
What a headshot there. Fubar gets just domed from a couple different angles. I'm trying to... It's just super sporadic fire. It's not like they're putting... It doesn't seem like they're putting in a lot of effort to get Brando back or get these guys falling back. Like, just listening to the fire. Maybe it's just an audio glitch. But they're just not... I feel like they're just not returning enough fire or suppressing enough. Brando does make it out. I already forgot the name, like Fubar or something, gets taken out. Yeah, Fubar. There they go, picking up the fire. There you go, this is proper suppression. Right over Brando's head, just in the general direction, allowing Brando to move, and Beetlejuice? Yeah, Beetlejuice to maybe fall back. He's got to fall back off this hill.
We're getting direct fire from Juliet 10.
Yeah, roger that, they're there.
2 is looking at a mountain
really good.
Southwest, can't see more than 100 meters. We could push the mountain and then shoot down.
Good window to cover from, honestly.
Roger that too. Go ahead and
he pulled off of it. Oh, he's just reloading.
Alright, we're holding.
It's actually a really nice window to suppress from. Rest of this is sort of shifted from a nice line to 4 separate columns moving west. Best speed. I mean, I think that works. I think that's probably the best option rather than a full line trying to cross. Axe shifted into a column and is moving west. 2 hasn't moved yet. 4 is still in their line, just soaking up shots. Doesn't look like they've lost anybody. Ooh, I don't want to change team. Doesn't look like they've lost anybody just yet. Maybe 1. No, it doesn't look like they've lost anybody yet, and they've taken out 2. So they're doing their job of just soaking up bullets. Now they've got 5 people, 4 people in this house. That's just starting to get oversaturated. Good call to pull back off this hill. Let's go check out where Axe is moving. Then we'll work our way down, checking out individual squads. Axe is going to push west, hit this river, it looks like, and then try and push south. 2 is in a perfect position to counter. I really like that call. Let's go check out 2. 2's in a line formation, holding up on this wall. Looks like they're going to be a nice, solid base of fire here if they try and crush this hill. This is a really good position, honestly. Wow, this solid wall. There's no way that anything's going to get through it. Anybody who tries to peek the hill is good. I'd like to see him pull a fire team off and start to bound them southwest just to start taking over that hill. But I understand that is Axe's job, and he will push in afterwards. Phoenix's squad just soaking up shots from the farm building and the hilltop. They've already pulled back off the hilltop. They're just taking shots from the farm building. All they need to do is
vindication. Go a little bit more north.
They're
shooting really close to me.
Yeah, just soaking up shots. As long as they don't die, they're doing fine. Who's this, Mr. Moneyman? Nope. Yeah, Mr. Moneyman's squad. Getting set up in a solid spot. Probably another minute or so to get into position, but this could be able to lay down some pretty solid fire to the west onto who is this? Red 4's position here. Lawn Arch is behind them.
Be advised,
That all squads? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
South. We have not
1, 2,
engaged
3,
contact
4.
at this time yet.
Copy that one. On the rocks.
So these guys need to push up a little bit, I think.
Sounded like.
Yeah. Get on top of the hill. I think that they can risk cresting the hill and starting to lay down fire. Liberal Pundit. Okay, he split up his fire teams. Liberal Pundit's fire team's in a really good spot up there.
Roger that. So those rocks, India 962, almost guarantee they might have someone on the western side of that. So have your fire team that's out to the west, so that's Caddick, Clyde, Frost. You just lost one on that area.
Get cover. They're in the bunker across the... I might go down.
Chaotic Clyde goes down. Jay goes down. They get caught in a downslope position, allowing Alpha Guido and Jelmy. Oh, they just tear into Axe's squad.
On the west and where you can fire south.
Great crossfire there from Jelmy, Alpha Guido, and possibly Red 2's position up here on the north. We are everyone in Russell the Jimmies. Not a lot of local comms because he's probably yelling in squad comms, but he's trying to get eyes on this situation on the west, deal with this situation before pushing south. Squad 2 bounding up like I thought they would. All that. Read you like a book, Lawn Darts. Solid hill 2 push up on. It's going to be very deadly. It has to be well timed with Sonny and his push onto the objective. But if they can push up here, get fire superiority, it's going to allow Sonny to move. Once Sonny pushes through, then they can pull off the hill, because if they hold onto this hill for too long, it's very open and prone to being just wrecked from the northwest and west.
Yeah, don't stay on top of that.
They have like precious 30-45 seconds of solid fire before they're gonna have to pull out.
Actually, you need to be mindful of those guys who are in the bunker.
What's the commentary public match gameplay? Will it be an event where you can join squads and play vanilla game, or you just join a public server and commentate over? I usually just join the Squad Ops public server. We pick. Well, I tell the regulars and I tell the staff, hey, I'm about to do frontline radio if you want to play on the server. Play on the server, and I'll broadcast which server I'm playing on if you want to join. But it's not like you sign up to play vanilla squad.
And then keep on moving.
It'll just be one of the Squad Ops public servers or Postscriptum public servers, whichever we end up doing.
2 and 4, you're going to be based
probably the Squad Ops or Squad Ops public server.
Let me know when you think you've got a solution to get up there and put the radio down.
Or one of our servers.
Actually, you can flank it off.
Good fire here from Sonny's guys.
Keep up fire, boys.
Hey, Cor, tell me you guys I can cover fire.
Traces work both ways, Bacon Batman. Keep up the fire, but you also have to remember to move.
Through the window.
Right window. If he shifts. He's shooting at the windows he can see. He can't see those other two.
Yes, we do. Detour west.
Roger, if your element need me, open up on that.
There you go. Laying down shots at Fancy Bear there now. Evanessa May goes down. Dwarf may go down here soon. Yeah, this is very, very good fire from that Sonny's squad. Phoenix now pushed up. Axe has managed to keep moving. He's not even worried about the situation on the west. He's like, alright, fine. You're over there. Be over there. Kevin taking shots from who? Wow, this is some long range fire from Blue or Red 5? Is that from Red 5?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's way out there from Red 5. Dark Milkshake, Bag of Joe, Lima Bean, Rain Man, Zaki, and Meter Yeeter.
Hey Kevin, can you spread out? Can you spread out? Can you go more south? Go more south, Kevin.
Who is this?
We're not engaging anything.
That's red 3.
Roger.
Wow, that looks at the angle it looks like is just it looks across the river, but it's really not. It's on the same side of the river as them. Wow, good shots.
Monica, busting a fire team into the ditch where 3 is at, but on the northern side of that. Do you want me to execute?
1, can I get you to shift south and defend my western flank?
Communication's really good
Can
so
you
far.
suppress by 4 moves that fire team? 4 obviously suppress with the other fire team. Make it happen.
Solid.
So, update on kills: 3 for the British, 5 for the Russians. And people watching this and giving info to their buddies that are in the game. There is no stream delay, but I mean, if you're giving information to somebody, you can't really affect the game that much, if at all. Like, you can't really affect the game unless you are a squad lead or a platoon lead, and none of our squad leads or platoon leads are watching the stream because they are our regulars and our staff. And I mean, if they're caught watching the stream, they're just banned from squad ops events. And if we catch you stream sniping, you're just banned from squad ops events. Easy as that. Our event admins are really good at doing their jobs. So if you want to, it's not about the kills. It's more about the experience of the ops and the the whole one life aspect. So we trust people not to stream snipe.
Crouch walking north.
They pushed up. I like this idea of pushing up to this defilade here. This is good. Good movement. Who is this? This is Sunny. This is Blue. Blue 3, Mr. Moneyman. Okay. This is Mr. Moneyman, so Blue 3.
I'm gonna move with my fire team.
Community's pretty good at not doing that, yeah. Like, we haven't had problems with people stream sniping before, and we probably won't.
Make sure you have your.
Those people who want to participate in these events understand the sort of, I don't want to say heart or mindset we go into playing with these ops. Just sort of going up and down Blue 3's line here. They're the closest to the action, sort of hiding in this defilade, this sort of ditch, these ditches that separate the fields. I really like this. This is really good.
Command, I may have a better ability to get to that compound.
Roger that,
3 or 4 does.
I'll be back.
Roger that. Just remember, you don't have to be buildings. Just get a radio down in the grid. The grid is Juliet 1041.
Juliet 10-1 heard. Do I need to have buddies to do it, or can I do it solo?
Yeah, that was like 195.
You guys are taking fire from the western building. Western 1 story.
Alright, 4. Call out the colour of the building. Make sure all you guys are ready to suppress every window and doorway as 2 makes a push. 1, I need you ready to also suppress to your southwest while 2 goes in.
Give me 2 minutes to get 4 ready, please.
Roger, call set when ready.
Yep, right here. Behind you.
I'm worried about that as well.
Do you want me to suppress that tree line?
They might keep laying down the field.
Sunny, I'm gonna go through this field with 2 guys and set up the radio.
Copy. I'll get the guys on the line. I'll call that.
Reloading.
Right behind.
Reload. Alright, you can move your guys where you need to. We'll get ready.
Working on it.
Copy.
Sort of listening into these comms a little bit.
Once we put the radio down, we'll exfil it.
Loner's making sure even the squad lead have buddies, so he's sick of watching the squad lead run off on his own. Yeah, Hamdog, I could agree with that. Squad leads are the ones who generally like to be off in between their fire teams, and they usually get domed alone. Londarts likes to play really far back, but he likes to play alone, but he usually plays really far back, so it's okay. But I like this. Look at the line has reformed and has continued to push west. Update on kills: 4 for the British, 7 for the Russians. Russians are making them pay for every inch they take, but their movement is just so good. Look at this. Like, I love this. This is like actual tactics. This is a battle line. They just need to shift this battle line, a squad over here somewhere to flank, and then it would be a good battle line. Right now, they're trying to just brute force their way. Phoenix crawling through this field. Look at this. Special forces.
I love suicide missions.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Ceasefire.
Be wary of ammo, guys. Got a lot of fighting.
Watch them just trek through this field.
Command.
You ever play that Call of Duty mission where they're going through the field and you're the sniper? Like, this is the old Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I guess I haven't played a Modern Warfare in so long. I guess most of them are adding that stealth mission in nowadays.
Has anyone seen enemies in the buildings?
Negative so far.
Heard.
There has been contact west across the north to south road, though.
Gentlemen, what is your stamina right now?
A little more to the west, and they can use those trees for cover. Woohoo to the west.
Alright, hold. Get to half, let me know when you're at half.
These guys right here?
Sounds good.
That fire needs to be higher. I do not want to be shot back.
Alright, we're stand up, run into the building now.
Go.
Hold fire on the building.
That's the one I'm talking about, all gillied up. Phoenix getting in there. Look, 3 guys still there. Dwarf, Fancy Bear, and Hop, none the wiser.
Yo, that's an enemy ammo bag. Enemy ammo bag.
Yeah, watch these rooms.
We're suppressing opposite building.
Can I just say it? Yeah, the outline or the names? Oh, the silhouette. Yeah, the silhouette makes it easier whenever I'm further back. But yeah, I can work on remembering to turn it on and off, shifting, so that way you can see what they're seeing, because a lot of times I make these criticisms like they should do this, they should do this, but that's because I have perfect information. Like, I can see through things, we can see through things, we can get high, we can get all the angles. They're not working with all that information. They're not working with the name tags and everything. They're working with what they got on the ground and just like their gut feelings.
You guys are gonna pull out of there. Full key concentration mode 1.
Sonny, do you need any ammo?
3, you're gonna start sliding.
No, I got low ammo.
It's just like trench warfare.
India 12, 4, 8.
So they managed to get their fob down and pull out.
Do you need any ammo?
Hawk, Dwarf, Fancy Bear, none the wiser as they just sneak out.
No, we don't.
I love it. I love it.
Literally been staring at
like
the
some
ground for
white
like the
feather
last 5
shit.
minutes now. Dude, I feel like that's Nas.
Force jetting fire. 225.
So they're gonna manage to pull out of this. So they've completed 2 of their points. 2 points. They can choose between 3 more. I'll go ahead and bring up that map mid-op. I know. One more time so you can see what's happening. They've completed the top right white point and the top right green point. They can choose between any of the 3 points on the bottom, the 2 green points or the white point at the bottom left-hand side of the map. Let's see how they go about that, and let's see what their plan is, because Storm, I mean, they're doing good. They're completed their objective. Their movement's great. The communication's great. But Storm is whittling them down right now. It's still really even 5 kills for British, but Storm is technically up 7 kills for Russians.
Of 2 and 4, safest way of do so.
British cannot just like run in there and expect to get this last point. They do have to pull back, reorganize, regroup, and sort of re-scout out the area, because Storm is 100% going to have started to move guys around and get them into some solid positions. Pulling back. Listen to that fire as these guys start to pull back. Racers just going back and forth. Like popcorn.
Reloading.
Yeah, we've done.
Going up.
Forward, go ahead and start shifting south. Squad 2 still has lots of ammo. We'll take up this press.
I'm moving.
Copy.
Moneyman, you're going to hold the element out to our west. We're then going to move technically first.
Charlie, lock pace.
We're going to move to their south and come into the last point from the southeast of it.
For to command, what are our orders after we get to the end of the trench? Are we moving east or crossing the road?
I just want you,
so 4 is dangerously low on ammo. Maybe not managing his ammo as he should. I don't think he should be as close. He seems, the way he's communicating, it sounds like he's dangerously low on ammo. I don't think he's been managing his ammo correctly if he is that low, or he may not just be getting like,
west. East.
Everybody is over exaggerating how much they've actually spent to sort of save ammo.
3, you lost a guy.
But somebody's been dumping mags, or he's just overestimating how low on ammo he is. They get out of their trench and they start to push east, breaking contact completely. 2, Phoenix's squad, Blue 2, is going to pick up the base of fire, saying he has plenty of ammo, and they're going to move. This is a great break of contact there. This is like, they didn't lose anybody in that break. That was awesome.
Hey, Crow Bro, what'd you have left in your ammo bag? 19.
We're gonna run out of ammo soon. People continue to use automatic fire rather than the 5 rounds a minute semi-auto. Right?
What'd you say?
Like, people sometimes misinterpret suppressing fire by like dump rounds downrange into your black. Like, talk your gun out. You and your buddy just alternate fire every couple seconds. Don't just make them not want to peek up. A shot every 5-10 seconds. They're not gonna want to peek up, and if they do peek up, you shoot at them a little bit quicker, and then you just slow your rate down. You're gonna push out of there, no problem. Phoenix is picking up the rate of fire, continuing to make himself look big as he pushes south slowly. This is great. It's just been such good movement. Good movement today in general from both squads, both sides. Both sessions. I mean, like, I feel like the movement's just been so nice to talk about.
You still got that same sort of strength of contact over there? You get the feeling they might have left.
They might not know that we have put down the radio.
2 is still engaging at least a fire team element. Possibly more.
Alright, roger.
Holds.
Moneyman, I need you to find a spot somewhere around here to get set up with eyes out to the west. We'll wait for 1 and 4 to group up on us. We'll be assaulting the last point from the south.
I definitely think they do not know that the ammo crate, or the ammo crate, the fob has gone down.
Make room on the.
Hawk may be in range to hear it, but I don't think he does. I don't think he's in range to hear it.
It's rough, but one. Spotty Fields. We got Spotty Fields.
2 is no longer taking contact from the west. They
I'm
are
shook by Phoenix and his ninja moves, by the way. Brings a tear to my eye being a part of both ninja squads today. Were you in the Phoenix's little infiltration? I saw there was 3 people with him. I don't remember who they were. Wow. Why am I selecting him? Stop. Okay. This little infiltration here, that was good. Best battle plan I've seen from Londarts. He's kicking ass. Yeah, Londarts' plans are always very clear and concise. They don't always work out in his favor, but I really enjoy listening to Londarts' command. Phoenix just holding his position. He's not pulled out yet. Oh, they're going to pick up their fire and allow Phoenix to pull out. Okay, look at that. Perfect. Lay down fire. Allow Phoenix to get out.
Fire, get back. Everybody.
Roger that. It's good to know that they noticed.
I got 1 dark orange, 1 super dark orange.
Oh, I died early, got domed on the hill. Unfortunate, Stalker.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Conserve your ammo really well. I don't want you.
My fire is calling back.
Londarts is the Aussie Barry White, so buttery smooth.
I want you to conserve your ammo. Whenever we're doing
They are
that
calling
again,
contacts into
I want you to have
1278.
small bursts and let the infantry handle the rest, right?
Roger that.
I want you to be able to actually shoot people when we need you to shoot people, not just shoot ghosts.
Hotel 1216.
Gotcha.
My ammo is glorious.
Vindication's watching his ammo.
I mean, technically,
Yeah,
we
I
get
heard you.
G1283.
Rah. That's because you're firing so much
We
you
also
can't
have
hear
the option
anything
of
else.
that as well.
Called
Alright,
out.
Charlie, let's pull north.
That's a good cover, guy.
Oh, that was a good one, Vindication.
Use your
That was a good one.
movement. If after about 3-4 minutes you don't say anything.
Alright, let's go check out the movement on the rest of the rest of the platoon. So, Blue 3 and Blue 1 moved south. Red 1 in position to stop this. They might actually see this. Big O and D-League might see Boogeyman and Assault here. Potentially. I'm gonna sit here a couple minutes and we'll watch and listen.
Plus AR.
Actually, we're going to get on the southern flank of Moneyman in a north to south line. We're going to start advancing to the west.
10-4.
Oh shit, so we're the forward recon right now, huh?
Yep.
Sonny, you're good. Start exfilling now to your south-southeast to be on
We-
the 3's northern flank.
Ooh, I see stuff. Hold on.
What you got?
Get 3, move a little south so we can fit our whole squad, north to south.
Copy.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm flashing this because they can see this. They should be able to see this. Obviously, we have the zoom. Look at this. There's 3 guys out in the open. D-League here can just light up. Thanks he sees him.
India 1267.
Oh, he's just giving information. Good. Wow. That trigger discipline. I'm impressed. I feel this so open,
I'm
right?
moving to you, FTL.
I think he fucking sees us. No. Just go. Back up.
Oh shit, okay.
I think he sees us.
Fuck.
Okay, they see him.
Why'd you have
Moving
him get spotted?
southwest
I mean,
from
I
the
didn't
compound west of my current post.
Roger that. 1 and
So
3.
the binos
Go
are
ahead and
just so
start
good.
moving now to your actually 3.
Look at Dome D-League.
Yeah, we probably should have poke our heads out.
4. The contact that was called
What are we
out
doing? What are we
is,
doing?
Going to be
We're just gonna
west of
hide.
you,
Just hide.
southwest.
Motherfucker.
We're taking fire.
About
Shit.
300-400 meters.
Yep.
India
Spotted.
1267. And then we're moving east.
Copy, yep. We're trying to get eyes.
Just stay.
I got my
2, if
guys
you think-
cover moving south.
Roger. 2, if you think that they've moved, go ahead and start bounding and chase them.
Alright, my guys are ready to
We're gonna
move.
clear this compound first.
Roger.
Just
are we
don't
doing?
even pop out. We're probably gonna stay on this hill and be bait. I don't know. We're letting the other squads pivot around us.
Were they trying to push through that field? I don't believe so. I think the idea was just for what they were doing here was scouting. Because they definitely didn't shoot. They just gave information. That squad pushes off.
Yeah, I'm just peeking out 1 second and then just ducking back.
I think they were literally just there for eyes, or else they would have more guys. If they really wanted to push through this, they'd have at least a fire team up here. But yeah, buddy team first for
those
4 eyes,
like
and then they're gonna start to
200
push west, making sure they're just not gonna get flanked.
But we know that they're also
Unfortunately,
on
they.
the side of fortification, like there's buildings.
But what? I don't think they did anything wrong. They definitely backed up like they should have, but in backing up, they're not gonna see the red team maneuvering southwest. They didn't see the guys they were looking at push off and move west and then south.
Golf 1283 or
So they didn't do anything wrong. It's just that with the timing, they as soon as they pulled back, the red team maneuvered. It's good on them from keeping his guys maneuvering. Completely abandoned this thing on the east here.
Oh yeah,
And this whole area, they've all swung around here to the south. Look at that, full platoon is on the south now.
Can't do shit if you're dead.
4's moving into support 3.
So it's
2,
like
you're going to be
how
covered
they
by
work.
Gonna keep sticking around D-League. He's not in a good spot anymore. Let's go see who else we can stick around for a few minutes. Not much is gonna happen on the south end, as it's just gonna be maneuvering.
Sonny,
They're the closest to contact, I guess.
We're low. They cannot see us.
I guess they are the closest to contact. Stick around them. Big
Yeah,
O now.
smaller elements be more effective in certain situations.
We're good. We could probably take this last fight here.
Maybe see Boogeyman here soon? Oh yeah.
Can also trick the...
Not looking. Not looking. Boogeyman's gonna take a headshot here.
Yeah. Also, it can trick them into thinking that we have a larger presence in one area than we really do.
Yeah. I don't see that. I don't see that infantry anymore that did shoot at us.
because that's where contacts
Me
might
neither.
come. It's very important we have an SL up to put a radio down.
10-4, I'll readjust.
He sees him. Mod back up. I saw there was an update for it. We'll be back up soon. Maybe the heli mod in and op like was teased. The mod is being updated, but oh, nice shots onto not an NSA spy, and he goes down.
He saw me. I got him. It was 272 direct west.
We're waiting for V12 mod update. So that is officially announced and released by OWI. There's not much we can do to update the mod for V12.
My northern buddy team has contact west of them 50 meters.
Yeah,
Roger.
I had to begin, man.
Forward, did you hear that?
Was he staring at you?
Yeah, he was looking dead at me.
Nice local combat between D-League and Big G.
Oh yeah, no, I got his ass.
Contact 50 meters.
More
What
contact.
the fuck is this? 255?
That's going to be India 1231.
Wow, good shots off here.
Copy. Whoa.
D-League shooting just cause. Big G shooting at John the Bean and Karma.
And having your guys oriented so they can fire to the north as you move. So move as a far west.
Do you still want us to?
Yeah, we scared the shit out of them.
We're pretty far out.
Yeah, I put
Axe, get online so you're facing.
I put fire on their retreat. They're gone.
Firepower to the north. Make sure you've got some sort of decent
Reloading.
security also.
What the fuck is that?
He's going back. He's just going north.
Yeah.
I just saw him, and then I knew he was just gonna keep running.
Copy, copy.
Yeah, that was a scout. That was definitely a scouting force.
Definitely, we got him though.
The second guy, we got the first guy, but I don't think we got the second
it's
guy.
pretty clear.
Yeah, there wasn't the one that took off.
Forward position to the buddy, to Mr. Moneyman's buddy.
So
team.
they definitely called us in by now.
I'll try to scope it out.
Any SL does. Let's take a look at who's dead leadership wise. So for the British team, alive. Full platoon still up. Leadership wise, Axis team looks like it got cut apart. For the Russians, we have alive. There's a squad lead dead here. That was Bag of Joe, I believe.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
Go ahead and do it.
I like it. The other guy, the second guy's just the second guy
that was
just
Bag of
ran
Joe.
north.
Right, he's like,
At this point, we're going to wait Phoenix because he seems to be in a very advantageous position.
Alive. So they've only one squad lead death so far.
When we assault, be very aggressive. There'll be smokes. You'll have to tell me.
Go look at the rest of this movement.
Space of fire.
Nice little line here. This is so at the beginning, Lonarts is very hesitant to push in from the south.
At this point, India 1248.
Be advised.
Right where one is.
Contact. Squad 4 is in contact. We got contact west of Mr. Moneyman's buddy team, maybe 100 meters. They're engaging us right now. Permission to re-engage.
Yeah, light them up.
Copy. We have permission to
Lone
engage
Arch was
contact
very
east
hesitant to
west.
push this south. He doesn't like this
that
south
buddy
push,
team.
and it doesn't really work out well for the attackers pushing through these hills into across a road into buildings.
Our northwest, there's a hill there that we can get eyes
But
on
with
and
Squad
control
2 here, they might be able to make
see if
something happen.
That's an easier location.
Roger that. Good idea, Axe. Go ahead and make that happen. Money man, if you want to put some shots to the north, but mindful of the overspray because Phoenix is 600-700 meters to your north.
Copy. We'll put rounds out.
Let me know when you're set, Sugar. Alright, I'm moving. I'm moving a little ahead of you.
I'm gonna go for that rock.
Phoenix, you think you can get
Where
the
you go
Golf
for the rock?
1283?
Hold one.
Picking up.
Alright, set.
Good buddy bound.
It's possible. Do you guys know of any contact on this India 1248?
Set.
Yes, there is. It's been called out, and we're taking 5 from there.
Heard. Yes. Yeah. I mean, we could go to the far western
Run
point.
behind me if you can. Keep your clear line in front.
So Axis Squad shifting west. It's all maneuvering right now. All the shots right now that we keep hearing. It's basically it's just suppressing and just denying approaches for the Russians. They're not killing anybody. They're just saying, hey, don't come through here or you will die.
And they have, as soon as we cross over, they're gonna.
In the buildings here. At 294.
Has Lon said which point they're going for?
294,
The
so let's just get in
I-12
line to my right,
or
like
8.
maybe 1 meter away. On my right.
So
And then there's gonna
I-12,
be
3,
buildings
4,
at
8. Right here, right where Squad 1 is.
Alright, be advised.
This is their objective.
I got you.
Contact Hotel 1216.
Alright, start walking up.
Alright, one, go ahead.
Oh,
no.
I just keep gravitating towards Unique and Big G here. They're the closest to contact.
Yeah, for that, dude. Your guys to the south and slide behind.
Oh, there's smoke to our
Money man heading
356. What the fuck is that?
Shit! Hit the deck.
How far in is the game, Burrito Head? We're nearing the mid-game, I'd say. We're not nearing. We're in the mid-game of round 1, session 2. So we've got one more round to play after this. We're nearing, we're in the mid-game. Contact has already been happened. They've completed 2 of their objectives, and they're moving for their last point. Still a healthy amount of people left on both sides. 8 kills for the British, 8 kills for the Russians. Squad 1 looks like they're coming to contact on the north. British Squad 1, Blue 2, British, is going to push in and take out Storm out here on his own.
Yeah, fuck.
I have no idea.
I'm just worried about those rocks, the 240.
Kevin, you good? Go.
Check red 2.
Where are the contacts?
Red 2.
Alright, Money man, if you can get your buddy here to pull out of
So Blue 2 is just going to maneuver past red 5 and Blue 3's fire team here and continue to push in this way. Red 2 taking up position in these bunkers, ruined bunkers area, and they are definitely going to tear apart Axis. His squad tries to push down off this hill.
Command be advised, there is contact in this city to my southeast. We are attempting to bypass and go south.
Roger.
Which, sorry.
Sonny, you're going to keep on moving to your west, fairly rate of speed. You're going to get out the west of 1, keep on moving west. Copy. 1 and 3, if you can just light up that contact to your respective north and take the enemy's mind off what Phoenix is currently trying to do.
Brits, yeah, burrito. Brits are on the assault. Brits are blue. Russian is red.
Is there a change
So
where we're
far,
putting out
blue
radio?
1, 3, and
Still
4
that,
setting up their line. Still looks like 4 is bounding past 1, gonna get on their west, and then they're gonna reform their line and push north. Blue 2 on the northwest. We'll see what happens. We'll actually go watch their movement right now because it looks like the southern push is just.
That is in our favor. That means they're moving away from my final destination.
That is somewhat fortuitous news. Thank you for that.
Phoenix got behind them. I like the all infantry movement. No Vic slows the pace down, allows more thought in the movement. Yeah. We're trying to shift, not shift away, but lessen the amount of vehicle ops because one, they tend to be pretty like pivotal in our ops, and you have a really good crew, you have a really good op. You have a really bad crew, you have a really bad op. Like it puts a lot of pressure on those guys who have to man the vehicles. Whereas with with their infantry ops, more people get to do more things. Like you have to have scouts, you have to have flanking elements, you have to have bases of fire. Like there's so many more jobs to deal out. Whereas with the vehicles, like especially like the BTRs and stuff, early ops with the BTRs, like take the BTR and lock down this entire flank. We'll try and get the platoon in somewhere else.
Yeah, do you see him there? 114, top of the rocks.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Squad 4, I just want you moving to about Foxtrot Golf Line.
Can you call that grid again for squad?
And get ready to push north to join up with Phoenix.
Copy.
Looks like UK is going to complete the mission and Russia will have to go on offensive. I think Russian team has one. It's a tough point they've got to push.
I have eyes on him right now.
This is the point they've got to push here, and there's a squad here. Well, that's 6 guys here.
Be advised that when we get our supply drop, Phoenix, you'll be glad to know.
And like 2 squads in this general area.
Maybe advised there's still.
I have.
We'll see what happens.
On at least 2.
Well, they can do this point too.
That's the rocky outcropping.
What is the other point?
East of our objective. This is not a sure thing yet.
It's.
Alright, roger that.
Here?
He's not even looking in our direction right now.
What bearing? What bearing?
Join up with you.
Right here.
You're right next to me. 114.
Where
He's moving
they
back
have
top of the rock.
12.
115.
On that point. They got sandbags and everything.
Top of the rock. At the bottom of the trees. If you look above the house, there's 2 of them there. Top of the
here
rocks.
or here? Both points taken by
See the house I'm talking about? 115.
I see the
British
rock, I see
or
the
Russians.
Wait for 30 seconds. Shoot.
They could also divert to the white point. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring up the map one more time so you guys can see the little older map, but it sort of lines up. They can choose between the G12H3, which is in generally this area, H1216, which is generally this area, and the I1248, which is generally this area. And each of them are just swarming with Russians. Which point is going to be easiest to attack? Red 3's position, I think. Let's go ahead and watch that as they push in. I'll go ahead and drop the map before I forget. Ace of Fire is picked up over there. Bacon Batman, or no, Rain Man moving to respond. Elites 06. See Zaki? Well, it was Razor and Phoenix who saw Zaki first. Elite 06 kind of laying fire down onto him. Elite's gonna try and crawl up. Zaki goes down to either Razor or Phoenix, I'm not sure.
So if we can get 2 and 4 together, we should be able to take that Golf.
And they can push this.
Point.
Golf 1283 is the point they're going for. The far western point, right where Squad 3 is. I think if they gather forces and assault one of the green points, they will be able to overwhelm the Russians. I agree. And it looks like this is the point they're going to. I'll go fly over the point that they're going to harden up at. Actually, look at that. Captain Kush, Strangelove, in a very awkward spot now. Not able to peek over this hill and lay down fire. They're on the back foot now. Rayman also hurt. Let's go check out the position that they will. Actually, that is the position they will assault. Right here.
Phoenix, you got contact across the river or something?
Strangelove, Captain Kush, and Rainman holding the final point. The Russians or the British forces need to clear out. Looks like there's 5, and they're doing a good job at hurting everybody. Everybody is hurt, and in the orange.
Can I get an exact grade on that?
Or I guess dark yellow.
Golf 1283. 2.
Almost orange.
Situation report.
I think this is orange. Frag round out on the other side of the hill.
Squad, they just
Uzi pushing in, takes out Rainman. Wow, this is Squad 2? Yeah, this is squad 2. This is Axis squad as they put. No, this is Phoenix's squad. Still Phoenix's squad. Sunny squad's pushing in. Where did Axis squad go? Axis squad's still sort of on the south. I'm not sure where. They've just sort of been running up and down this for a little bit. Wow, they got in here. Uzi tries to push in. Captain Kush takes him out. Even Captain Kush, Strangelove, only 2 remaining on the point as the British forces start to push in. Frag out. Doesn't seem to have taken anybody out. Warrior pushing on top of the hill. Captain Kush may get him. Captain Kush does not.
He's up there. On the other side, on the rock.
How close? How close?
He's on the other rock on the other.
Frag out.
Too far.
No.
Watch out, Fred.
Perfect, you mean. Takes out Captain Kush. Another frag out.
Force covering.
Alright, on top of Strangelove. Really good set of grenades. Clearing out the objective. British now have control. Great diversion by Axis squad. They probably thought they were going for the eastern point. Yeah, I could agree with that. Well, it's Moneyman squad here. Axis squad actually got torn up. But yeah, these squads definitely forced them to think they were going after one of these points right here. Blue team is moving way more freely around the Russian position. Maybe the Russian commander should have tried to be more active instead of just waiting and reacting. Just an idea. I have no experience in this game.
Confirmed 2 kills.
I could agree with that. They're
Also to the west.
the hardened up positions they were in up on the north were fine, I think. But you don't want your full platoon being in defensive positions and reacting. Being reactive is an okay strategy, but I think you have to have definitely one squad actively moving about, hunting, or moving to flank an element rather than because it seemed like all of his squads at all times were in hardened positions, and they were just moving from hardened position to hardened position. Whereas if he had 3 squads in a hardened position, then one squad constantly moving from like hilltop to hilltop or flank to flank, maybe it'd have been better. Obviously, like we've got that hindsight, we've got 20/20 vision and X-ray vision, and we can see colors, or you know, the red outlines, green outlines, so we can make those decisions. Looks like Brand goes down to Sunny. We got Axis squad got halved, yeah. Well, it looks like his Axis squad's finally pulling southwest. He was really holding up We Are Airborne, Bread 2 squad here.
Yeah, that's an open field. They're suppressing us. If I go there, I'm dead.
Alright, copy that.
Good job, guys.
Let's go check out this field he's talking about. He's really just holding up squad 2, it looks like. Yeah, this field he tried to push through. Well, he got in here. Well, I don't know. This is the field he's talking about, but if he'd used a tree line, I think he would have been fine.
Moneyman, you can contact out to your east.
We got contacts 50 meters and less to our east.
Go check out Moneyman's contact here in the east. It looks like it's Red 1 pushing into Assault. And Red 5 pushing in from the north, running in there like a madman. This is the platoon lead. iMoney sees him, and platoon lead goes down.
They're surrounding us from our north and our east.
Surrounding you, huh?
Roger that.
That's so.
Alright, squad 2 and squad 4, it's time to punch towards the objective.
That's so, squad 3. Surrounded. They got 3 guys on their east. Rest of the platoon is off on the west. Let's go check out the actual contact.
Roger that. One's coming up to assist.
100 meters.
They're on their last objective, aren't they? I guess they're holding their objective.
Pull west. Go, guys, go.
Get on these rocks. Get on these rocks.
Pull back. Doesn't matter. Leave contacts alone.
Thundarts is such a good command. He usually stays alive till the end so he can maintain command, unlike some who lead from the front. Yeah, I really, like, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Some of our newer commands, really aggressive with their command style, and sometimes it works, but it shouldn't work, and I do not think they should be doing that. I really, like, you should be not in the back all the time, but you should be, you know, towards the middle back, staying alive, maintaining, you know, proper cohesion of your platoon, and just allowing everybody to do their jobs. sometimes it really works out for them, and then they get, you know, like, yes, you know, it worked out for me last time, I'm gonna do it this time. It didn't work out this time, I'll do it next time, maybe it'll work out. Is this still round 1? Foxy Acorn, this is still round 1. Nearing the end game of round 1, update on kills. 22 for the British, 14 for the Russians. British really taking off with this.
We're slowly pushing in.
What? I'm not talking to you, Siri.
Or west of 1.
Roger, southeast.
How's it going, Big Barbecue?
So southeast of 4. Axe, your target vector is the rocks.
Charlie.
Golf 12, 5-2.
You guys are just close. Move, move, don't stop, do not stop.
Oh, Dark Milkshake gets domed by Sunny there.
Contact on the rocks east of target building.
Actually, that might have been Razuru who had the better angle. Yeah, that was Razuru who had the angle.
I know, it looked like it. Fuck.
Oh my god, I need ammo. Does anybody have ammo?
I have ammo.
Alright.
We got contact close, I might go down.
Roger, what direction are you getting it from?
My direct northeast.
Where you at, Axe? There you are. Oh, this squad gets hurt pretty badly as they push directly. Atomic Peach goes down to a frag.
The target building is to your south.
Honey Badger makes it out of there.
Target building is basically right in front of Bacon Batman, who just went down. He's got contact in it.
Badger, fall back. Badger, fall back. Badger, fall back. Heal me up, please. Shit.
Oh, that frag. He just saw it coming. How late am I? You're nearing the end of round 1. 25 kills for the British, 20 for the Russians. British about to complete their objective. We'll see. What a grenade. he just saw it coming. He saw it landed on him. You heard him say it right before he died. Nice kill. Why don't you restream for live events? So if you should add more platforms, it will increase exposure.
Dude, I am like
we stream to Twitch and YouTube. By other platforms, you mean like Mixer? Because we've streamed to Mixer before, but we get like 1, maybe 2 viewers on it. So we figured it just wasn't worth it. Trickheart's gonna pull back off of that, sadly, leaving the remains of his squad behind. Oh shit, right? Oh shit. Seabass goes down in this push. Sunny trying to push in. This is their objective, I guess? I thought the rocks were their objective. Maybe it's just slightly mismarked. Looks like this is their objective.
Hey.
You guys gotta go to Sunny to put a radio down. That's all you
Put the radio down. Put the radio down.
We're coming. We gotta get in.
Thank you.
Big Rago's waiting for him.
Hold on, I see one inside. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone.
Sees him through the cracks. Look.
Someone run on the north side now.
Huh? Look at that. What a sneaky look! Look at that! Look what you're looking through.
All right,
you're looking through the holes in the wood. That was good. They get in. They're gonna put their radio down, and no problems.
Radio down.
Good work. We did it. Good work. This platoon
50K
command
D-Live is good news signs. 50K is
4 if you could basically, we need security.
Interesting. I might have to check out D-Live, see if it's worth streaming over there. That might be worthwhile. As long as it works with multi-stream or mixer or whatever it's called. Restream, that's the word.
Forces coming in.
Yeah.
From all directions.
So they're gonna pull in. They're gonna pull back and start to harden up in their position. This is the right one, right? Yeah, this is the right one. Yeah, this is the correct one. Just slightly off from this point.
No seat available. No seat available to enter.
No.
Platoon command logistic vehicle is bugged. Can we have a second or some sort of fix for it?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I hope they don't spawn on another vehicle. They just have to do admin all kits available or disable vehicle claim.
Sonny, can you tells blueberries to the south to be watching south and
So
southwest.
Revy and Joel
At least
Harry
one guy.
here
120.
looking
copy.
at Meter Yeeter.
The close peek.
Joe's Harry.
Got a Logi here, but
How do you know Joe?
can't seem to
That's a good question. Event admin's working on it, guys. Keep your eyes peeled. We have contacts coming in on this point now. Likely to contact to the south.
Yes, yes.
Where's that other?
Dumping.
Oh, there they go.
We get a mortar, Sonny. If you want to get that mortar down, get someone to dig it.
Oh my god. I'm here. I'm here.
He wants the mortars. You know that's what he's there for. Here for the mortars.
Get down the mortar.
Bill, stand by in the fence. Gotta get you for water, bitch.
YouTube and Twitch are good, but they're so saturated. I could agree with that.
Call out where the contact's coming from, guys.
But Meter Eater is just in such a weird position. Oh, he's inside, that's why. He's gonna push through, eventually gets shot at by Kevin Sparks.
He's down, get shot.
I was like, why is he just on the outside at this corner not moving?
Unpinned behind this tree.
Okay, he was on the inside, he tries to run out, Mr. Sparkles, or Kevin Sparkles, takes him down. 28 kills for the British, 24 for the Russians. Russians on the defense now, or sorry, Russians now on the offense, British on defense. See what they can do. Yeah, we are airborne with a fire team on the south. Let's get an actual count of who's left. I see. About 10 British versus.
Do we know where that's going to land?
Negative, but it's not. It's far. It's gonna be far.
Versus 9 Russian.
Roger. Do you have anyone competent to operating the mortar?
Missed it. Not on target. Bad mortar.
I had my mouse in the keyboard.
Yo, any of you guys got ammo?
Contact south.
Contact
I need ammo bad.
Contact south. On the rock station.
Roger that.
Sorry,
Doug, can you do mortars, please?
I had my mouse.
Doug?
Hang on.
I'm sorry, guy. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I hasn't hit my mouse.
Contact south in between the two wrong formations. He went left.
For my mortar guy.
Yeah, there's a fucking group behind me that wiped out the rest of 3 in my group.
Heard.
Sonny, you got to shoot it down there.
I'm sorry. I hit my mouse on the keyboard.
To the south.
Especially the trigger one.
You're good.
He's so
Sugbar,
embarrassed.
I need you to take over mortars and mortar the rocks on the south. That
It's
rock
like
cluster,
50
please.
meters. Yeah.
50 to 100. Yeah, Sugbar, I trust you. You know what to do.
God.
Desmo Vino and Cobra, I need you guys watching the western map border, please. I mean the western water.
See if Sugarheart's on target.
Mortars outbound.
Guys on the SL right out of the rock.
Roger. I used to dissuade them from coming on the south rocks.
You do it. This is his target. We'll see if he overcorrected. Everyone's moving right towards it. Oh no. Oh wow, what was that? What?
No, we can't. Yeah, we can see the splash.
Huh.
Contact east.
A little bit far, huh? I trust you, Sugarheart. On these words, he trusted you, Sugarheart. You're ruining that trust.
Contact coming from the south along the river.
Roger that. Can you relay a sugar to mortar the rocks to the east of the vineyards?
That's what he... Is your trust misplaced? Yeah, trust is misplaced. Sugarheart doesn't know what he's doing.
Go ahead and get guys there, Sonny, spread out a line to repel that contact.
Oh, he's mortaring these contacts to the southwest. Yeah, now he's mortaring these guys. Not quite far enough.
Yeah, they got a strong presence on the east.
We got a lot of them.
Coming in from the south.
Coming in, yep.
2, 3 for me, moving to the right side of the hill.
You're gonna just ruin Sonny's trust in everybody. He's not gonna want to trust in anybody anymore after this shit heart.
I'm falling back.
Land these mortar shots. Now told to mortar these hills on the southwest. Beetlejuice, the target. If those land once mortars go out. Real contact is on the east, though. One had gone down. Who's in a position to hold this? Cuba, maybe?
What bearing?
Negative.
185 on the rocks.
Got it.
Ooh, almost. That's Karma Cut getting shot at. No, Karma Cut's dead. That's Senpai getting shot at.
Yeah, the Thorn Sparks, there's a lot of them out there.
Alright, Sonny's down.
4.
Sorry, give me that area again.
Situation report, we got a lot of contacts on
Where do you
the
need
south,
Sonny?
approximate Gulf,
Is Sonny dead?
12-4-3, some at Gulf,
he lagged out.
12-5-5 as well. About a fire team size element.
I've used mortars in and out. They were all on targets where I was told, but there was nobody there. I mean, that's unfortunate. That's just
4-3, Sug. Can you do that? Gulf
like it's
4-3.
probably where they saw, but they
Golf
didn't account for movement, and they didn't give you the grid correcting for movement kind of stuff. Sometimes if they're, especially if they're really like maneuvering around like the attacker should be, it can make it very difficult to approach. This is gonna be way too far wherever this is. Way too far.
I can't run to get healed.
I can just tell by the angle of the tube. Okay, there he goes. He's raising it.
Close.
I'd get off this mortar.
Getting off.
Yeah, get off the mortar.
God, they're close.
Who gets taken out by Boogeyman? Silence Senpai on the flank. Heavy V, we are airborne on the other flank. Senpai goes down to Sugarheart. Boogeyman rearming grenades and tossing them in. This may be right on to. Actually, no.
Smoke's coming in south side.
Very good grenade coverage here.
Digging the radio as we speak.
You have some sort of aiming tool when using the mortar. You basically get a little eyepiece that points you in the right direction. You know, north, south, east, west. You know, azimuth direction. And then you have like an up and down number, the milliradians from like 0 to 1,200 meters, or 50 meters to 1,200 meters. And it's in milliradians, so you have to. It gives you a little conversion chart and everything for that. Frag grenades out onto Acardi and Beetlejuice's position. Acardi goes down.
He's down here in these grapevines.
Not anymore, he's not.
He's here in the grapevines. If you can hear me. Do you see him?
He's down.
I lost eyes. Good.
Oh.
Acardi gets flanked by, Joe's Harry gets flanked by Sebi V. Beetlejuice digging down the fob. They still gotta assault this objective. I guess that is the objective, isn't it? What's the actual ruling?
That post was
to clear. So it's not to clear the fob, it's to clear the area. Use a calculator, yeah, and you can use a mortar calculator. There's some pretty good mortar calculators for squad out there where it's literally just put down where you have your mortar and then click where you want to aim, and it'll give you exactly, even accounting for height. Looks like Beetlejuice is going to get this down. But, I mean, it just does the Pythagorean theorem for you. So if you can do that, you can do it without the mortar calculator. Light up the room with the radio. How did I not notice this? This thing's like more than halfway down. Londart's pushing in. Light this up, Londarts. Goes down to Beetlejuice. Just light the room up. Like, you don't even need to go in. It's a wooden room. Heavy V. There he goes. Takes him out. That's how you do it. Just shoot everything. Just go full auto. SGG, was that him? Oh. Was he the last one?
Oh my god.
Good
I wasn't on another radio
ground, guys. Ground.
Not like
Almost. Wow. I did not realize that.
Dug it down and then back up. Like 2 times.
I put a radio in a room.
We won
you
our
should put it in
last.
the
What
middle
if
of
a
the room so you can
mod
shoot
will
them.
not
I mean, I
do
guess it
one?
worked out the same way. They just ran in shooting
barely.
the
That thing had like
shooting
a
the wooden wall.
Technically, we won.
Oh, wow.
Shouldn't have.
What a round. Who really won
How
that?
many
There was
parties
like 2 guys left by the end of it. 37 kills for the British, 32 for the Russians. Came down to the wire. Like, he almost had it dug. Oh, I think it was about halfway dug down. There was another layer after that. And then there's several, you know, more digs after that. Gonna go ahead and swap teams, though. Stick around as both command teams will swap sides. Both teams will swap sides and play the other role and see how they go about protecting their areas or preventing how the Russians will prevent the British and how the British will complete their objectives. He needs to learn the speed dig. Lied by friendly bad nade. Unfortunate. It happens though. Save my team in my first op. Rook. Save my team in the the speed dig? Interesting. I don't know about the speed dig. Same rules for this match, right? That's right, G Santos. I'll go over the operation doc again in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and go over who will be participating in this op command-wise for round 2 as these guys get started situating themselves for their command brief / platoon brief. So, for the British team, we have platoon lead Storm with his squad leads Dorf, Bag of Joe. We are airborne and assault. For the where are they? There. For the Russian team, we have platoon lead Londarts with his squad leads Phoenix, Moneyman, Sunny, and Axe Gaming. So, should be pretty even command-wise. Squad lead-wise, same thing. Let's see how they go about this.
Whatever, it's fucking over. We're done. Let's fucking do this one quick.
Gonna head off to... Head off. Great game. Yeah. Hey, later, Hamdog. Have a good one. Let's go ahead and go over this operation. This operation and its objectives. Let's go ahead and bring up the map. So this is a patrol op. Operation 2-step snake. Patrol op. The Russians or the British are tasked with patrolling one of 2 routes, whether it be the red route or the green route. And the 2 white points can supplement any of the routes to complete their objective. Oh, excuse me. So essentially they have 5 points to choose from. Depending on the route they choose, they can get 3 reds and 2 whites or 3 greens and 2 whites, and they only have to pick 3 of those 5 points. Last round we saw them take K919. J1041 and G1283, sort of making a diagonal there. We'll see which route that they decide to choose. Karma is playing, correct? Joel, Karma is playing, but he's just a regular pubby member, I think. I don't know which squad he is in. Yeah, he's in squad 1, looks like. Just a regular AR.
To K919, see if you can get a radio down there. If you can get that radio down, then we'll only have to go after one or the other for Soloninki or radio tower.
Okay, I have a feeling if I go up there, I should probably start with going up to the normals point first, but...
Yeah, I was about to say that as well.
Well, I want you to get that red one down first, so that they don't know which route we're taking. Right?
Okay.
Because if they see you going to the 091, then they're going to know where we're going to.
If Dorf can get both those radios down, dude, that would be money. Because we only got to get one red.
Yep.
So I suggest that
we fucking straight double time it, the rest of the platoon. We might be able to get around to the south before they can get probes out that far to the south, if we're quick about it.
Yep, that's the plan there.
Which squad, what's the order of movement for the rest of the platoon going south?
We're going to have Assault, you're going to be in front, Airborne's
Copy.
going to be behind you, and then Joe's going to be in the rear.
Sort of listening into the platoon here.
I want to get
or
around
not the
them
platoon
to the
brief, the
south before
command
we
brief, as
they know that we're there.
Storm already has a general idea of what he wants to do.
If Dorf manages to
What
get
really
both of
happens
those
here
radios
is he
down,
bounces his
I may
idea
consider,
or his plan off of the platoon or the
taking
squad
the
leads
bunker
and
if
make
we're in
sure
that area.
they
We'll see.
his
We'll see how
idea,
fast,
they understand his idea,
Dorf
or if
gets
they
his
have a
down.
better suggestion,
Alright.
he can take that into account and then make changes on the fly.
All right, so
That's sort of just what we're listening to right now.
You guys can brief your squads on what we're doing. Just expect it may change, but we're going to be booking it to the south.
Doesn't look like he's going to do a full platoon brief, but essentially, I think he's going to go for the red route, K1181, K919, and then possibly H1114, or H1144, or H1049. I'm not sure exactly which of those 2 points they will decide on.
Hey,
And then I need
go ahead
one-
and move away from command.
I want shovel melee.
Guys spawned in. So what were your opinions on the last round? What do you think the Russians could have done to sort of hold back the British, or maybe whittled them down a little bit more before they got to that final point? Because I really felt they did fine whittling them down initially, and then it sort of trailed off, I guess you could say, as they got further and further along the match, and then a lot of the deaths at the end were just straight up firefights. If they had whittled them down a little bit further, as they tried to push for the 2 points initially, maybe, just maybe, they would have been able to overwhelm them. But I mean, that's hindsight. We'll see. In my opinion, that would have been the call, was have some kind of force maneuvering around constantly, hitting them in flanks, pulling back, hitting them in a flank again, pulling back. But it's very hard to pull off in a
Copy that.
in an op. The timing has to be perfect near about, and you always run the risk of just getting completely wiped on that flank and then just not being of any use to your squad. Where this one, it really came down to the wire, only a handful of guys left. It was a pretty intense match. Londart's lead again showed, in my opinion. When are you playing again? I don't know when I'll be playing again.
Has anyone ever figured out?
I'm not opposed to playing. I love playing.
Keep jogging with no stamina, or is it quicker to walk?
Stop at 50, regen, then sprint again.
How many seconds does it shave?
Give me the numbers.
Oh no, it depends on the distance, right?
Stop completely and fully regen, or keep walking?
No.
Regen.
You sprint to 50. You walk.
Oh,
regen
you said
till
50.
full.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
That's the tip of what we usually do, but.
Where are the hard numbers? Are you just saying this, Karma, to say it? Walk to or run to 50, sprint to 50, and then walk regen to full, then sprint to 50 again? Let me see the numbers. Proof. I'm not gonna take your word for it. What do you guys think? Is it faster to sprint all the way to 0 than regen, sprint to 50, walk regen? I've seen people sprint to a third and then regen. Like, is it the squad leader's preference? Is there actual facts behind all of this? Does Karma really know what he's talking about?
Those 2 points there.
Numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
Yeah, so we're doing red. If Dorf can't get to... So if Dorf cannot get to the infantry helmet for the white one, he's definitely going to be able to get one at Glue 1181, right? So hopefully he can get both. Sorry, wrong comp.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Talked for so long before realizing that was wrong comms. I was like, is he explaining the mission to the commands? But he figured it out. Right now it's just individual platoon or squad briefs. I'm not a fan of them just from a streaming aspect personally. Just I'd like to hear the full plan and let you guys listen to the full platoon brief. But this really seems to be how a lot of the newer commands are favoring their platoon briefs, or they're going to individual squad briefs, just because it allows their squad leads to go into such detail about what their individual mission and how their individual role fits into the big picture. The problem is not sometimes the squad lead neglects to tell his squad about the big picture, or doesn't answer the necessary questions that the platoon lead would need to answer, and things like that. I don't know. I like full platoon briefs, but squad briefs definitely have their merits.
I got 7 one time
There's
playing
more,
on board.
maybe?
Oh my! I got
Yeah.
like 17.
You know,
hop
my
into
highest,
pre-op, I'm
my
not
highest
sure.
is 24, so get off me.
In a
Echo?
vehicle. That's in a vehicle.
Yeah,
Hop
it
into
still requires
pre-op. You might
solid
be able
aiming.
to get in. I'm not
I
sure.
got
You guys should have
17
been
or
there. It was
18.
this is
I
the
got
best
17
stop
or
of my
18 as
life.
infantry with a rifle. You suck.
Hey Jack.
Hmm.
Stand right there for a second.
Squad 2's ready to go.
Squad 3's good.
I'm ready.
All right, let's get everyone over here for a quick platoon brief. By me.
Oh, you're doing a platoon brief. Okay, cool. I thought he was just doing individual squad briefs.
Watch out, the rocks are really mad and really loud right now.
Dude, I'm touching shovels with Karma Cut shovel.
Platoon brief.
Touch tips.
Don't worry, it's just the tip.
Go and listen into
Oh my god.
Storm's plan and how he wants to accomplish his mission of patrolling the Gordog
everyone
Valley.
quiet down, listen up real quick. Alright, so
Gordog
your
River.
squad leaders have already gone over the details of their plans with you guys. Basically we're
The guys are gonna get set up for live. Has live time been called yet? What do I want? Stop it. I don't want to change teams. Russians just moving to get set up. Can't really call live until the Russians get into their start positions. They can start anywhere west of the Goro River. The increasing amount of players? Not yet. Still at 80 max. About 35 players per side. how's it going? V44 and one of the last two guys. I left the channel then for maybe half a minute, and then I came back to check to see how the other guys. I see somehow he got in. I didn't. Unfortunate, Echo. Maybe they thought you had AFK'd in there. Go ahead and check out the Russian starting positions. We know how they're going to start. 3 squads moving west, 1 squad moving north. Basically all we're going to see from them for a little bit. Really going to come down to Russian positioning off the start and how they plan on accomplishing their mission. So live in about a minute. We've got red 1 on the south, red 2, 3, and 4 on the north, and red 5 sort of going to hang out on the west on his own. He does this. He likes to go off into far off hills that have good coverage, but are super out of it, and he just tries to stay alive as long as possible. Might not work out for him because the position he's moving might put him right where British plan on maneuvering through. Too bad squad doesn't have colorblind mode. I still play, but it's pain. That's unfortunate. They definitely think they should add a colorblind mode if they don't already have one. That seems like an important feature, I guess. So live in about 5 seconds. What happens? This is gonna. We'll watch Russian movement as they off of live. Like Londarch is really gonna use this transport truck. Follow trans truck off live. We got red 4 moving southeast, red 3 moving almost directly south, a little southeast still. Red 1 moving east, and red 5 command holding this hilltop. Did he just cross the? He just crossed the bridge with the transport to get off almost immediately, and then start to walk. All right, that's the laziest thing I've ever seen. I love it. Who is this? This is Sunny. He just didn't want to walk across with them, or does he have a plan for this trans truck? I hope he has a plan for this trans truck, and he just didn't drive across the thing. This is the second time. I was like, Assault just keeps talking in the wrong comms. No, he actually meant to talk to command. Unfortunate, door cutting him off. Echo. Can't hear their comms. Is it just me? As in, it's really quiet. Wait a minute. You're right. It somehow got muted. That was weird. It should be good. Footsteps now. How long was that going on? Oh no.
Yeah.
It should be good now.
Yeah, so I want to be as south as possible while staying in a little bit of cover.
Copy that.
Should be good now. Tell me if it is. If it isn't.
If we take contact, guys, I'm gonna have
Yeah, I
my
somehow
squad
muted
get
it.
online, suppress it, so the
Probably when I
platoon
was
can
having a
keep
coughing
pushing
fit and I was
west
just
down
trying to mute
past
my
us.
mic.
Copy.
So we got a nice just column. We'll call them blue 1, 2, and 3 moving west, and blue 4 moving northwest. Split up into 2 fire teams. Let's go see. This is gonna be moving for a little bit. Let's go spawn in the reds, get them in render range.
Go ahead.
Oh, red 1, red 3, red 4, and red 2. Okay, so they are gonna use this train truck just as a QRF. I like it. Okay, they weren't just gonna be lazy and just drive across and then abandon it. Stop right when they started the platoon brief. You missed the whole platoon brief and nobody said anything? Wow. Thanks, guys. That was like 5-6 minutes of no sound on their part. I had no idea. My fault. I'll keep an eye on it. So, we've got red 3 and 4 moving to intercept blue 4. Blue 4 is gonna have to be very sneaky to just get by these guys. I think that's their idea. That's their reasoning for splitting up. Total annihilation or point capture. The objective, it's a patrol mission. So British forces are tasked with patrolling 3 of 5 points. They've just put down a fob indicating they've patrolled 1 point. Squad 4 moving off to patrol the last point, which is the K919 area. From there, or second to last point, I should say. From there, blue 1, 2, and 3 will move to capture their last point, either being H1049, right here-ish.
It's in between us and 4.
H1049 or H1144, right here. So either Soloninki or this like area by the radio tower. Or it's not really a radio tower. I'll show you what it is. It's a little awkward. It's like a receiver, I guess. I don't know what it is. I actually just know it's a building. This thing. I guess it's like a propane fuel spot.
File is
I think this is talking about that. It's British versus Russian. This is British versus Russian. Blue is British. Red is Russian.
Multiple sides.
Excuse me, I sort of got sidetracked explaining the mission. After the British get to their last point, they can then place down a fob, and then they have to defend until the militia assault them, and then it is till the last man standing.
I just need 2 to leave a fire team and replace mine there.
Get here, no problem.
So you got a team set. I'm gonna push my team across.
Watch wandering north here. You might have guys at the bunker.
Gotta be all comes in squad.
4, does it look like you're gonna be able to take that objective?
Yeah, I'm about to do it now.
Alright, I'm going in the first building.
Copy that.
Brits win first. I have to leave and could not make session 2. Brits.
Go ahead.
Did win session 1 by a hair. Yep, squad 4 gonna get their point. That'll be fine. Brits did win session 1 by a hair. I think it came down to like 1 to. They had no more than 3 guys left by the end. I think they only had 1 guy. 2 times.
Talking about it with assault right now.
So get to the front of this column as they move. Only ones in position to maybe see it would be Max or Jamar, but they are too far away. Makes it very slim to none that they'd spot any of this.
Hold on.
They purposely grouped up together with multiple squads, or is it just part of their all-soul plan? So it's a pretty good spread from lawn darts. I'd like to see. I guess this is really QR force to get somewhere fast if necessary. These guys are more playing scouts. This is this is a standard column of 3 squads. This is going to be the flanking element, and they're going to be together for the most part. They're going to be moving. I think their idea is to move northwest here, cross, swing back in, and then assault from the west. using, you know, have a base of fire here with the squad assaulting, or a base of fire here, two squads assaulting, base of fire here, 2 squads assaulting. There's a couple different options you can use to move from here.
I'm talking about
This attack is so different from last round. Yeah, this attack is quite different from last round. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Looks like a buddy team about 200 meters to the direct north of me, moving to the east.
Moving to the east. Copy. Just keep your head down. All right. So, let's do this.
I guess it's quite. It's
in perfect position right now.
This is an awkward spot to push in.
Face
That
to
is
the
weird
north.
how they
We'll
just
see.
fucking
We're
cut
gonna
off the
attack this
textures
bunker.
like as soon as they go
Dwarf,
south.
if you can,
Right.
I want you to delay your action until we're in solid contact. Then you're going to.
Russians spotted them. Russians did not spot them. British spotted Russians though. They spotted these two guys here, Max and Jamar.
What bunker?
H1216.
Alright, I'll do a slow, methodical sweep from west to south, or to the southwest.
Yeah, just choose a line.
Sorry for the questions. I've been playing squad for a while, but need a squad ops. But why are there no vehicles? It can be unfair, correct? It's not. It's just an op without vehicles. Some ops have vehicles, some don't. We're doing more ops without vehicles just because vehicles are in an awkward spot right now without the mod, and it takes so much to kill a vehicle. Even an MRAP can survive some lat shots if they're lucky. Like it's so difficult to take out vehicles without the mod. Once we're able to tweak the damages and whatnot, then yeah, we'll probably bring vehicles back. And most people like the infantry ops. Like when there are only 4 guys who can do damage to the vehicle, and everybody else can literally just stare at it and hope they don't die to it. I mean, some people don't like that.
Hey, we're engaged. Copy that, Dorf.
So Dorf is in
They're going to be
contact.
focused on the north, Dorf, now. But keep an eye out. Make sure they don't cut you down.
I think they're engaging us from across the peninsula, west.
Copy that.
Yeah, this is from across the peninsula.
They surely don't have that many forces down here.
Yep. We're going to focus, and we are
What
going
is this
to
engagement range? You see those rounds going so far?
There's no way unless
They release helicopters, we use them not 100%, Jaws. 100%. Will there be some kind of special training?
Go ahead.
95%. I'm fairly certain, but I don't make those calls, not my team. Look at that engagement range though. Yeah, when they release helicopters, we will most definitely have them in ops. And now and then like at the end of our ops where we're saying, move to get to the exfil, you are literally moving to get exfilled by helicopter. And it just brings that additional asset to the rounds, and that could be cool. Like, how cool would that be? There's a literal helicopter coming to pick you up as you exit the round. And when you and it won't be to the last man anymore. It would be once the helicopter's out of range, the helicopter got out.
It's accurate, but not threatening.
So essentially, the British main attack force is trying to cut the snake's head off. I don't think they're trying to cut the snake's head off.
Squad 2 and 1, begin your
They actually just changed their plan almost entirely. Squad 4 is just gonna change here. Their original plan was to come in here and push in from the west. Now they're going to hard push in from the south because they've recognized that there's been a lot of fire coming into Squad 4 here. So any forces they overwhelm, any forces they overwhelm here will be undermanned or not being able to be supported correctly. Jamar and Max come into contact with Strangelove, Rayman, and Zaki90. So if they push hard from here, they can overwhelm these forces, and then they'll have less to deal with when they get to their last engagement. Yeah, Storm saying keep up the aggression before the advantage is lost against them.
2, I need you to dedicate a fire team to this assault.
Copy, Charlie's moving now.
I think they were more trying to surprise the Russians from a very unexpected position. I think that was G Santos. I think that was their original plan. Was who's gonna expect a push back across the river, because I think that's suicide. I don't think that's a good plan. But who would expect it? The surprise may work in their favor, and they may be able to get across. But generally, if somebody's watching the river, you're dead. Is there any casualties yet? I hear gunfire commands. Most of this gunfire has just been sporadic, just suppression. No casualties yet. This was just a respawn. This wasn't a death. This was just a respawn.
2, pull your base fire off. We're assaulting this close range.
Good, solid base of fire.
Getting out of here.
So, Boxier, Acorn, and Exta here. Huh. Completely get bypassed.
Bravo, start.
Dude, Assault, he keeps pushing that wrong button. Wow, look at this, dude. Is he gonna maintain trigger this one, or is he gonna get these 2 kills? They're gonna get these 2 kills. Not gonna get any kills, I guess. Hamdog not managing to go down in that in this engagement. I'm gonna have to pull back. Frag out. This could be good onto Hamdog's position. Oh, Hamdog's gonna bleed out for sure. Sebi V may also. Yeah, Hamdog goes down to Exta. As they assault this bunker hard and fast, they overwhelmed them. They lost a couple guys, but that's expected in an assault. They lost literally 1 in the assault. But they took out 3. That is how an assault should be. You lose people when you assault something. That's what happens. Bullets, you know, work both ways. They kill you, you kill them. You just have to have more people there who are more aggressive, and they can push in and take them out. Assault goes down. It looks like he was that casualty. And they take the point. Look at that. Take the point nice and easy. Looks like the one who was here with Exta has gone down. I don't remember the name, but Exta is still here.
Tell him stop suppressing.
Frag out. Frag just too close. Frag just behind Exta takes him out. The frag that Exta had tossed onto Russell the Jimmies takes him out. So update on kills: 6 for the British, 5 for the Russians.
15 meters to the east will keep northeastern security once that radio gets
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness from the British. They aren't letting the Russians breathe. Exactly, and that's what they have to do. They understood that there's a lot of guys up here. They need to overwhelm this weaker force on the south, and they most definitely have. Jamar and Max on a flank though, holding up 3 people.
Enemy squads disengaging from Juliet 10-4. They're gonna be falling back.
Yep, they're gonna be coming to us. Let's get a defensive perimeter.
Yeah, that was me firing. It was northeast. He was running northeast.
I lost pretty much all my fire teams.
Copy that. 2, I need you to stay on that side of the road.
Oh, I like these
1,
ones,
stay
actually.
on this side of the road.
Copy that.
3, I want you in the woods.
Standing in the open.
East of my position. Copy that.
Copy.
Who's got Sam?
He's saying east of his position. I don't. This is the position he wants him to get set on. Here is east. It's okay. It's not bad. I'd like to see him push these guys maybe as far as this hilltop or like here.
Was to the southeast.
This would be a perfect little building. It's a little out there now that I think of it. It's a good distance away to get slipped in between. But a fire team here and a fire team here could be, you know, it could lock down this entire avenue of approach for the Russians here on the north. They're doing a more direct, concentrated attack this round as opposed to a very careful maneuvering from last round. Well, that was quick. Axe, were you here on the south? Was this you who got engaged by 3 squads? Because Storm got them moving. He got them pushing right into you. He made sure to overwhelm you. Almost looked like a training session. Oh, first round? Yeah. Londarts is very methodical in his movement.
Yeah, friendlies on the east.
And now they're just going to hold their spot and let Dwarf reposition on the east.
For England!
Is this their last point? 1, 2, 3. This is their last point.
Yeah, I don't want to get my ass shot from the west.
Yeah, probably
I feel like that's going to happen.
Is probably what.
You know what we can really do? We can just have thought.
Yeah, command squad.
We can have Overwatch somewhere else here.
Are we allowed to build stuff, things? Carm, you stay put.
Yes.
Echo, you're gonna be building with Charlie. You're stay. Can you give me a Echo wall right here, command?
Where?
Walking
So
this
you
side.
my last out southeast of you 100 meters. That was like 2 minutes
Echo's
ago.
the only one helping me build. If you're not Echo, you're watching your sector.
You're gonna have contacts here southeast.
Copy.
No. What about back here? Oh, you got it. And then can you get it? All right, you see where I have like a little step up Storm, Matt.
What a good spot they've chosen.
When you step up, can you get a sandbag on the left, or on the right, on the top of the concrete, so that like I don't get shot. But what I want something to break up my contour, right? So my head's not the only thing up here.
To the command, we're moving.
What?
What just happened? Command, stand by. What the fuck?
What the hell? What the fuck? I didn't even hear a bullet. Did you?
What?
No, there's no bullets.
What the fuck?
We got physics skilled. Somehow.
Got physics skill.
All right.
You don't have a way to spin it.
All right.
How does this?
Can you ask Clay J about this?
What was that?
That is bullshit.
Keep your standards.
You two can respawn. You can respawn.
Okay, that was the most awkward. Like we were just watching them place down, and they just died.
Wait, pick us up. We just got physics.
Pick us up. All right.
Wow, did we get pushed by 3 squads? Yeah, Burrito Head. If you were an Axis squad, you got pushed by 3 squads as they pushed into the south. Now the British are getting into defensive positions. Okay, if Squad 4 can take up the spot that I said, Squad Blue 3 should send a fire team over. If Blue 4 takes up this position, this will be perfect. What just happened? It was a physics death, apparently. I've never seen that happen. But essentially, Karma was up here, standing on the sandbag, saying where he wanted to put his
fuck was that?
Sandbag, and then when Storm got up there, they died. They touched each other and died.
And help one.
They slipped from the sandbag and hit their heads, right? Their helmets weren't armed correctly, and they bashed their head the wrong way, and it just didn't work out. So who's this? Dwarf engaging this? Yeah, this is Dwarf's team engaging a fire team moving south. Blue 4 versus Red 4.
Loopy, let's go. Behind this hill.
Yep.
3, are you in a good defensive location?
Whew. We're behind the hill.
One of my fire teams are.
I think we got several of them in those woods in front of us. Brito, you did serve up some casualties. Update on kills: 9 for the British, 5 for the Russians. You did give them some casualties, but the British were very aggressive as they should have been, and they didn't let you get as many as you could have gotten if they were hesitant in their push. If that makes any sense. The British had the right amount of aggression. They were able to overwhelm you, taking acceptable losses. They lost I think they lost like 3 in the engagement total. 2 to 3 in the engagement total. Being able to get the objective, I mean that's an acceptable exchange in my opinion. Like that's just fine. And suddenly it puts the British on the defense, and now they just have to wait for the Russians to attack.
4, if you want to, you can hold up somewhere around that area.
I'm holding this farm.
Yep, it's fine with me.
Oh, you were extra? Okay, I saw where you were. Yeah. You got a good amount of kills. You got at least 2-3 kills over there in your little
pretty well to the south of one's position.
hidey hole area.
So it's an extension of this wall.
On their west?
So it just.
God, Karma, if you wanted to put the stuff down, you should have just squad led.
Yeah. So it goes right here, like where I'm walking.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much like a line. Yep.
Perfect.
3, if you could pull yourself back to one's position and help them build defenses.
Look at that, Dwarf's taking up position here. Perfect buildings for him to take up position in.
Just yourself, because I don't know.
Computer analyzing this. If this were computer analyzing this like it would a chessboard, I think British are in the winning position here. They've got a good spread. Squad 3 can really reinforce where they need to. 1 went down. Where did he go down from?
Taking contact northwest.
Okay.
Wow, unless they get outshot like that, not an NSA spy goes down.
That's a lot of fucking fire. Jesus Christ.
Heavy fire. Easy squad, EB2 even.
Whoa!
Copy that, don't get sniped by your position.
Karma's gonna try and get set up. That's the thing, like, people, look at that fire. That's actually pretty good. He's just going full cyclical.
Yeah,
Chris is working both ways.
Shooting right on me.
Karma almost goes down in that engagement.
Drop your ammo bag here.
But as an assault rifle, you don't need to have your bipod up the entire time. Quick burst can be managed without the bipod, especially if you're like crouched or prone.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, it's easy to just do a quick burst, move, quick burst, move, quick burst, move. Because sometimes you can get caught up in a position trying to get your bipod down and just get wrecked. Bipod is amazing, but it is not the end-all, be-all answer.
I'm gonna throw a smoke and we're gonna pull south into that one other compound, okay?
Just make sure you're not gonna take any casualties.
Carmen Echo doing
He
fine.
does not like me there at all, I'll tell you that much.
Karma's position just getting over. This is the main objective here. This is the point they need to defend now. Karma, Echo, and Matt Bob. Only 3 on the point proper, 3 on the flank, 4 on the east flank, and 2 on the south flank. We got blue 2 on the west, red 3 on the north, red 4 on the northeast. Where's red 1?
Alright, so instead of sending that fire team there,
Where's red 1?
I want you to reinforce the point.
Huh.
Copy that.
We'll see. Are they out of render damage? It's red 2, red 5, red 3, red 3, red 4. Did red 1 get completely wiped out? Oh, red 1 got completely wiped out. Okay, there's red 1. That was X. Got it. Squad 4, red 4, blue 4 about to go at it. You're right. We've got red 4 in hardened positions in the farmhouse. Blue 4 in the hardened up positions in the farmhouse. Red 4 trying to maneuver around the east. Phoenix versus Dwarf. This is 2 very good squad leads. Brando sees him though. They see him.
Command, I got a whole squad or more coming in from my east.
When went down, yeah, Clyde. Yeah. Figured it out.
I don't want to open fire yet until I got good eyes.
Yeah, same. Same again. They're pushing up the hill.
Yeah, I see.
Let me know when we're gonna shoot so I can start shooting. I'm holding fire. Oh yeah, I see him.
Light him up, man. Light him up. Be free. You do you. Be the best you can be, man.
Yeah, too. It seems like they shifted a bit more west. I want us directly west of our position. West, northwest.
Make them think we don't see him. Oh, I see him crossing the ridge. 085, 085. See him on the ridge.
Copy that.
I'm opening fire. I'm opening fire.
Yeah, fire.
Firing at Elite 06, Phoenix, and Joe's Harry. Caught on the bad side of the hill. Joe's Harry goes down.
Another one. 087.
Copy that, dude.
Good spot here.
Got no eyes. Lost eyes. There's 2 of them.
Send it, right, Clyde?
Look at my dirt.
I'm looking at.
Yeah, we're at a
Look at right now. Right there. That's where they were at. There's 2 of them.
Good fire.
Can you pull
What's the direction again?
I think he's behind that ridge.
087.
He can
see that rock?
087.
086. You see that rock's like standing? It's like different texture than everything else. Yep, it's like different texture than everything else. That's where they're at.
Yeah, pull back. Two, pull back.
Yeah, I'm shooting. 2 pull back.
So, pretty good fire here. Let's go check out squad 3. Looks like they're coming to contact with red 3. Blue 3 versus red 3. I don't know how it ends up that way almost like more often than I think it should. Where it's the, red 3 versus blue 3, red 4 versus blue 4, red 2 versus blue 2. Red 1 has already taken out their counterpart, and they're going to take out red 3, red 3's other half.
That 309.
Let's go check out squad 2 getting wrecked here on the south.
They're nading our position. They have spread west.
Maybe getting a little too ambitious with their positioning here on the south. I don't blame them. Ooh, grenade lands right on top of Sevi V. Acardi as well goes down. Yeah, maybe a little too ambitious with this position here on the west. They were okay here on the west. Squad 2 is completely wiped. Red 2 takes out blue 2. Blue 1 takes out red 1. Who's the better 4? Red 4, blue 4. Who's the better 3? Red 3 or blue 3?
You can use all guns, buddy. Squad 3.
Dude, all we can see over here is when they run straight over the fucking road here, so let's be prepared for that when they run up close.
I'll just down the road to the southwest.
That's true. Let's get a big picture here. It's going to be very hard to see. I'll do my best to get everything in frame. There's a wide map. Yeah, things start to despawn. You can't see anything. That's unfortunate. It's such a large map.
I can come hit him.
Copy that, but you have guys close to your east.
Red 4 sneak around the blue 4 and possibly blue 3. Let's check that out. Red 4 is bypassing blue 4. Looks like, yeah, possibly going in for blue 3. Actually, they're pushing back in. They're going to engage back onto blue 4, looks like. Or they're engaging onto blue 3?
I'm gonna suppress hard from the east.
Yeah, they're engaging in blue 3, it looks like.
Copy that. From the direct east?
Yeah, from the
Alright, by now we've memorized the map, right?
Yeah, Dwarf, go ahead and hit those guys into the water tower.
Yeah, we got him.
By the water tower. They've got somebody. Oh, Storm's just moving to regroup. Update on kills has been a minute. 14 for the British, 13 for the Russians. Almost completely even. Almost completely even. Wow, look at that. All this fire that's been going on. And it's an almost even game. They're going to get caught out in this open field, though. Very ill-advised path. They maybe should have pulled back directly away from the water tower to the east, it looks like. Elite takes a shot. Did he get all these guys in a backblast? Oh, no. I don't think he did. Somebody else is getting shot here. Stalker Delano. Just curious, do you or any of the squad ops staff get paid? Nope. All volunteers. Just in our free time.
Okay, we successfully pulled back.
Copy that. Command, I'm telling one of my guys.
Are they hardening up here, or are they trying to run? What's the call here? Who's in charge here? Phoenix? Are you gonna try and harden up in a field, or are you gonna try and egress and get to safety? Because I don't think it's a good idea to try and hold this position. All right, looks like he's gonna get out of here. He looks like he was just getting guys healed up to full before pushing. Hawk and Fancy Bear are gonna push them hard though. Phoenix breaking contact.
Hold one. I'm gonna get him down there now.
I was gonna join, but seems overpopulated. The events are always booked weeks ahead in the reserve. It's not as overbooked as you think. A lot of people, you know, they sign up, they end up on the wait list. They see that how big the wait list is, and then they don't show up, and then for some reason somebody on the confirmed list can't show up. More people get in than you think, just because people see that long wait list, and they get, I guess, afraid of the list, and they feel like they're never gonna get in into a game. But the chances are really high that you'll get in. Always register. There's always a chance to get in. Yeah, there's always a chance to get in. The worst that happens is, I mean, you don't get in, you get to hang out with me on stream. But you know, a lot of the times you'll get in. And working on ways to sort of alleviate that, because I definitely feel that that's why a lot of people don't show up for the waitlist thing, is because you know, they see that list and they're like, well, I'm 50 on the wait list, there's literally no way I'm gonna get in. And then if they had showed up, they would have gotten in, because people 1 through 49 thought the same thing.
Push him if you can, Dorf.
We're on it.
3, be careful crossing that field. They were to my west.
Appreciate the coverage. Great to watch. Thank you, Official ST3. So, okay. Blue 4 is running up on Red 4. Red 4 none the wiser. Why such a wait list? Because we weren't always so big. Phoenix goes down to Blue 4. Elite's possibly gonna go down to Brando here. Elite goes down. Kevin Sparkles, all that's left. Kevin Sparkles and Revy. I went Stalker. Why such a wait list? We weren't always so big. Brando goes down. Kevin goes down. I mean, there was a point where we were struggling to fill our events. Now there's a lot of people who are interested, and we appreciate everybody who is interested, and we really want everybody to participate. So we just got to find ways to fix that. Cool, just curious, do people have specific roles they play, or is it just random every event? Commands and squad leads are the only roles that people can pick, and you have to be a staff member to pick command, or a staff member to pick squad lead, or you can sign up on a list if you're a regular to be picked for squad lead. Looks like Stalker goes down. And then, yeah, once each op has different kits and things like that. Some ops have, you know, similar kits. Fancy Bear goes down to Revy. Oh, I'm gonna take out Revy here. Actually, pretty bush boyish. Okay, Revy goes down. Squad Blue 4 is the better 4. It looks like. Let's check out others. Command in contact here. He may go down. He did not intend to be in contact over here. He was just trying to re-hook up with his platoon, and he is forced into this. He sees him. He has to see him.
3, be advised, you're gonna have guys coming around to your south. You're fighting.
It's taken out.
Command's dead. Command's dead. Command's dead.
Taken out by Cobra? Kuba?
I'm in command.
Kuba. Maybe Red 4 should have stopped the encirclement when they were spotted. Maybe. Maybe they should have found a... They were in a better position. I'll show you the position I think that they were in a better spot to push in from. They were... They overextended... Oh, I don't think they were ever in a good position to assault. Because this is where... Blue 4 was here when the initial engagement was had. This would have been the best angle to approach from, I think, but it still would have been good. They just had it would have been okay if they could lay down superior fire onto these buildings, but they were moving here. Still okay to assault from. Still okay to assault from. It's all worry about that red building. Worry about the red building.
Can you guys get a
Here also would have been an acceptable place to assault from. Here's where it starts to get sketch.
Yes.
As they continue to push, I think, but up until here they hadn't been spotted. They got spotted here. And what's the move here? Double back, or continue moving? They continued to move. They continued to move in a southwestern direction through the field. If they continued or like pulled back to the east, southeast, and then swung around, maybe that would have been better.
Squad 1's getting hit.
Southwest.
Dwarf's continuing to move his guys around. Let's go check out the main point. We've just been following flanking squads this entire time. Who's actually on the point proper? Who's going to be able to hold off the militia onslaught? I've missed a lot of chat. I'm going to have to go back and read things.
Yep, smoke on our west flank.
This is no now.
Pacific roles. Yeah, squad leads pick out the roles. They just usually ask for volunteers. Those are handed up by ourselves. Yep. We should Red Force stop the encirclement. Yep.
This is a fucking shit. That's all I can say.
This is a shit show, Matt.
Do OEF veterans get SL? Staff members get veterans. So if you're a regular, or staff members and then regulars can sign up to be SLs. So you don't have to be a veteran. I mean, it doesn't play. It's not a factor, I should say. Okay. I'm gonna continue to lay down fire into the smoke, not allowing them to maneuver through the west.
Yeah, if anyone's got any back, we need some up here.
Maybe down for SAW or AR equivalent. Yeah, the AR is very powerful now with the addition of the bipod. They're freaking laser beams. And if you get a good squad lead who can guide in your fire, you can lay down accurate fire up to 800 meters, sometimes even up to 1,000 meters. No problem. It's a lot of fun when you get a good AR and a good AR squad lead combo.
I don't think we're allowed to move the ammo truck.
Also, here's Squad Ops have rival clans. Squad Ops is not a clan. Squad Ops is a community. We encourage our members if they want to do like things that we don't do, like a more competitive environment. There are clans who are willing to accept you and do that competitive environment. We are not a clan. We're just a community of people who like to play One Life events. So Squad 4 running up, Blue 4 running up on these guys here. Are they dead? No, who's here? I guess they ran up on them. They cleared them out. They're gone. I could have sworn there was people here. Yeah, there was somebody here. They ran up on Cuba, I guess. There's somebody there.
Make sure someone's maintaining route security.
Reloading.
Look at smokes.
Squads only do ops within Squad Ops. I mean, we've had people from other communities join us to participate in the events. But yeah, we're the only ones who really do the One Life thing. God, that flanking squad is wrecking. Yeah, Dwarf squad has done a lot of work moving along these flanks. Update on kills 26 for the British, 24 the Russians. Russians still managing to hold their own. It's just that I'm not seeing how they're going to be able to push in from this. This aggressiveness on the north may be it, though, as they... Oh, my God, these grenades just start to wreck. Karmaket goes down. 3 others in the orange. They need more grenade sandbags. Matt Bob. Oh, it was a team kill grenade. That grenade? Okay, I was like, that was a perfect grenade. How did they land it from that distance? No, okay. Matt Bob accidentally kills his teammates and almost wipes out the full squad on the objective proper.
How far out contact west is? About 100, 150. Roger.
Okay, once this is up, back to your positions, look west.
It's real close west.
What do they do? What do they do? They're so weak right now. They need a medic. Is there a medic alive? Squad 4 has a medic. Squad 4 still has like most of their guys up. What am I saying? Squad 4's lost like 2 guys. What, and how much have they done? 11 kills, Dwarf. 11.
Where do you want to keep going west, or we can...
Mortars out to the west. This could be on to the... Let's look at the angle. Maybe, actually, just from the angle. Might land right where they need to. Actually, they're spreading out. I don't think so. They need to shift this fire right. He's aiming for that tree is what he was aiming for. This tree right here. Wow, good fire. Almost takes out Cyclone. Good. Wow. Good accurate mortar fire there. That's no mortar calculator. Frag round goes out, takes out Bybee, takes out 2 others. Oh, actually, that might have been a frag grenade from Londarts. Londarts pushing in. Clears out everybody from the objective. Echo and Lime being only one in the area to respond. And they do this. 27 for British, 24 for Russians. Only real people alive is the flanking element of Dwarf. Londarts goes down to Lima Bean.
These boys don't even know what's
This is the down of the wire game. Where's Dwarf? Dwarf is so out of it right now. He's got to come back. He's got to come back. He's overextended on the flank. The flank is too much now. The flank is too much. Come back. Push back in. Help your guys. Echo goes down to a grenade. Lima Bean has to bandage. Stu's on an...
Alright, this is cool.
Lima Bean's probably going to go down to Stu here. Big Rago's got a counter frag. Lima Bean goes down to Stu. Can Big Rago counter? I don't think so. Oh no. I think Russians in the winning position here now, as Big Rago's on the outskirts looking in at Stu, Cyclone, as well as 5 others onto the objective proper. Oh no. Are squad 6 or 7 troops on there? No, squad 6 is the event admin, squad 7 is the commentator. Same with squad 7 is the event admin on that side. We just need to... I just want to be able to hear, command comms, so that way we can get that insights, and the event admins need to be able to talk to the commands. They're the ones running the events. Make it to the events run smoothly. 3 fire teams? Somebody split up into 3 fire teams? What are you saying? What, 2? No, squad lead and fire team lead. Oh, 2 fire team leads, 1 squad lead, yeah. 2 fire team leads and 1 squad lead. It's usually how it works out. British now on the offense. We've got, let's get a number. 7 British versus 7 Russians. All right. Alpha's SO, then it goes Bravo and Charlie's the fire teams. Yep. Oh, Sentry gets domed. Frag's out. Oh, this is gonna be devastating here. Too far! Just too far. Oh no. That would have been perfect. Frag grenade takes out Cat Plays, almost takes out iMonies. Oh no, Liverpool Pundit D-League Stu just gonna get out of there. They're pushing in, they're just gonna leave. iMoney's getting run up on. iMoney's trades with Beetlejuice, Loopy Booger getting shot out by D-League, Liverpool Pundit, and Stu. Now the British suddenly in the offensive position here. It's like D-League taking shots at Dwarf. I can't have names up. It gets too chaotic with the event admin tags on there.
Come here.
Hawks down.
Got a fucking headshot on that faggot. Yeah.
One right there.
Alright,
Stu tried to take shots at Dwarf or Jacko 800. Jacko 800 gonna pursue with a pistol. And Stu goes down. What aggressive pistol play.
Got him.
God damn, dude, we all pulled our pistols out. Yeah, Roger.
Who's left?
Fucking AIDS.
Wow, did they get D-League over there? I think that's it. Stu was the last one standing as he tried to hold off British. It was teetering on an edge right there for a little bit. British lost to a Russian assault, and then the British assaulted back. What a nice push there towards the end. Fuck, bro. Miss Super Fobs. Operation Whirlwind, man. You'll get a Super Fob with Operation Whirlwind, that's for sure. Well, that wraps it up for us for this One Life event, Operation Two-Step Snake. If you're interested in participating in these events, check us out, squadops.gg. All you have to do is sign up on the website, take our Squad Ops basic training course, and it's only about 45 minutes to an hour long. After that, you can then participate in any and all of our Squad Ops One Life events. Every Wednesday, twice on Saturdays. We also do events on Fridays and Sundays, including some post-scriptum events if you are interested. Again, that website is squadops.gg. If you like what you saw and want to give us a follow, twitch.tv/squadops, we would really appreciate it. If you want to catch the VOD later, we also upload the videos onto youtube.com/squadops. I was a commentator for this evening's Shadow Ritual, and until next time, we will catch you later.